We are live on my channel. Everyone's going to start redeeming stuff, and I'm like, there's no redeem. You get nothing.
Who do you reckon's going to be first?
I don't know, because I haven't technically warned anyone.
Okay,
So everyone's
surprise
going to.
read.
So it's going to be everyone's going to be like fighting to be there.
Oh, we've got someone in chat already.
Oh, who we got? Oh, that's Storybot. Storybot is like one of my
Do you want
bots
me to
that
make the
protects
chat
me.
bigger so you can actually read it better? Or?
I don't know.
I
yeah.
can.
Go do the thing, Obi. Oh, Raves Lords, first in chat. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Right, what else? I got to post on my lives, guys.
Yeah, you got to post everywhere. You got to make sure you annoy everyone first.
I am, yes. Hang on.
I can make this any bigger.
Oh my god, so that is a giant. Oh my god, that's huge.
I can't make the text any bigger, so unless...
The text became really huge a minute ago, but it went off a bit off screen.
Yeah, let me make the text bigger on this.
Oh my god, he's messing with the settings. I have no idea if anyone's saying anything.
That's why no one cares.
No one cares. Wow.
It's big, but the text is the same size.
Okay, we can see it. 2 minutes of ads. 2 minutes of ads. Okay. So they're stuck in ads for 2 minutes.
Let me try this. Chat appearance. There we go, font size.
There we
Bigger.
go.
There you go, you can read that. You can read that.
Oh yeah, I can read that. Me and my old lady eyes. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Well, ooh, I'm getting kicked out of my Twitter a second. But we got one person in chat so far. Because I didn't warn anyone I was going live. Connor, how you doing? Welcome to our podcast today.
Second in chat.
Second in chat. That's how we do. That's how we do. It occurred to me that I could easily just like look at like my chat on my phone.
You can. Because you got the stream manager, haven't you?
It's true, it's true. Right. So, we're here at Insomnia, streaming, doing things, getting to know people.
You've made lots
Hey,
of friends.
Jenko. Hey, how are we? We're good. How are you doing, Jenko? We're at the 2K stand at the moment.
Yeah.
Streaming, doing a little podcast type thing. We didn't put any plans into it. When there gets more people in the chat, what I'll do is I'll post the anonymous link into the chat.
Oh, okay.
And then they can also post things as well. So,
Q&A.
well, it's kind of like a Q&A what I've done. So there's an anonymous message board you can message on, and I posted it across social medias this morning. And I was like, hey guys, anything you want us to discuss, put it in the things. I've not looked at any of the messages. I don't know what any of the messages say. So it could be absolute chaos. But then I realized, oh wait, where are we streaming to? We're streaming just straight to my Twitch, aren't we? We're not streaming to 2K.
Fine, yeah.
Okay, cool. That means we can get...
We can do whatever we
We
want.
can do whatever we want.
We're allowed.
All right. Aramis, how are you? How are you doing? We're on the third in chat. I didn't tell anyone I was going live right now. I could have pre-warned people, but I
you didn't know you were going live until like a moment ago.
To be honest, that is fair. That is fair. So how do we sound to everyone at the moment?
Hopefully better than the last one.
Hopefully better than the last
Yeah,
one. So last time we had like open mics, but this time we've got like headset mics,
Yeah,
and
and
these
they're
are
quite
like,
good
and we got like a
quality.
whole entire like little setup going on. It's great because like you guys
Hello,
can't
Russ.
see it, but there's like a little professional screen over there. Oh, we are so professional right now. Hey, Russ. Stream a surprise stream.
Sounds
What's
alright,
this?
good.
Do you
That's
not
good
like
to
my
know.
surprise stream? I told you I might be
And let
streaming.
me move the mouse out the way so you can see what the messages are.
But yeah, the mouse is causing us shenanigans.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
take a picture of our TV. It's really weird because like, look how professional that is. Oh, are you swearing
I
again?
did
All right, you
not.
can swear. Go on then, swear. There we go. Right. Okay. So, should we start reading some of the anonymous messages that
we can do.
got sent to us? All right. So we can just go in the oldest from newest.
Okay.
So we've been getting more still since I showed you earlier. So
Yeah.
these are all
Put
the
the link in
messages.
chat as well, just so anyone else.
So, do you guys want the link to the anonymous messages so you can send
I
me
think
anonymous
they do.
messages? Because I was like, maybe we should go for these ones and then they can start.
I mean, they can send it once we're going through it, so...
That's true, right. Give me a second and let me get you guys the link. And I'll post it into chat. And then you guys could all... yes! Connor's just like,
yeah,
yes!
all caps, yes. He's excited for this shit.
Right, let me go to my chat. Where's my chat? Is this my chat? Show me my chat. This camera's way better than the other ones from yesterday as
Because
well.
they're Black Magic cameras. They're like 4K cameras.
4K, capture me in 4K. I can't like misbehave because we're gonna get caught in 4K. Right, there's the anonymous link. I can keep resharing it.
Pin it. You can pin it, can't you?
Oh, Russ, can you pin that for me? Please and thank you. It's a good job. It storms. I wouldn't be here if it was still hot. My PC wasn't
it's
happy.
raining down.
Yeah, it was trying to rain this morning as well when I left my hotel. Tori in 4K. In 4K.
Yeah, it's been pinned. Okay, thank you, Russ.
Oh my god, I'm all like tangled in my own hair. Right, okay, so you ready to go
on.
To omit things in 4K? So, right, the first one is, it says, oh, why are people like this?
No, read it out. Go on. Well, we're going to answer it because they don't expect me to answer it as well.
Your favourite part of your body?
All right. I'm going to say it's my tongue because it's what I use to taste food with.
See, mine is my eyes.
Your eyes.
I like my eyes.
It's where she shoots her lasers out of.
I can give you the filthiest look with my eyes. Wait, which is that camera?
Yeah.
So we got two cameras, so we can change sofas if we wanted to. But this camera we look nicer on this one.
It's because the lighting is on this sofa and not that one, so that's kind of in the shade and it's kind of dark. So.
But we look good. That's what. So we're like. Right. So yeah, that's it. That's like.
Didn't your grandma your nana even get banned because of her eyes and how fucking filthy her looks?
Yeah, exactly. Well, where do you think I got it from?
Yeah.
4K doesn't come across so well in 4080. That's true. Like they're filming us in 4K cameras.
I think the stream can only go up to 1080 because you need to be partnered to be more than 1080.
Oh, well, it's gonna be a while before we get partnered. Right. I haven't shut up, so I have a bit of a cough.
You want some water? I've got some if you need it.
I've got some water in my bag.
Okay.
If I start dying, I'll go get it.
We'll film it live on screen.
In 4K?
Yeah.
Right, next one. Can we hang out soon?
I mean, we're hanging out right now.
Like...
We are just hanging out right now.
Sometimes I think people forget that, like, these messages are anonymous. And then I'm like, I don't know who you are messaging me. Like, I can't agree to it if I don't know who you are.
In that case, you know what? No, she's not going to hang out with you.
I'm not going to hang out with you.
If you don't have the balls to ask her yourself, no, she's not going to hang out with you.
Come at me yourself and ask me.
Fucking at her.
Yeah, it's 1080, 60 FPS from what the source is telling me.
Yeah.
Look at my mods being good little mods. Working hard over there. So no, I'm not going to hang out with you. We can't hang out soon. You're not going to tell me who you are if we ain't hanging out soon. Are you going back into modelling?
I might.
You might.
I've been considering it, you know.
What kind of model would you be?
I reckon I could make a very good butt double for a celebrity.
A butt double?
Yeah. Do you remember that one episode of Friends where Joey was like a butt double for Jean-Claude Van Damme? And he kept clenching in the shower for that butt scene. I reckon I can do it better than he does. I won't get stage fright.
I wonder, how much do you think you can get paid for being a butt double?
Depends on the actor.
Because I'd be a butt double if they paid me good.
Yeah.
I think I got a pretty good butt. Mm-hmm. So, but modeling, seriously though, I was gonna model last month. Then my friend, he was burnt out because he has a full-time job and he does photography. So I just still haven't got back into modeling. I just keep making plans to model, and then I don't do it.
Baldur's Gate 3 themed modeling. I reckon I could.
They would model all the butts in Baldur's Gate off your butt.
Yeah.
And we were we'll find someone where they model all the abs of a certain person's abs. Well, each part is modeled off a different person. We will build
Actually, I've got a fun thing. So do you know in the Batman Arkham games, right?
Yeah.
All the motion capture, right, in those games was done by one dude. So all those motion capture bits were Harley Quinn being sexy and swaying. It's just some old dude in a motion capture.
So some old dude, because every single character, they do the butt walking into the room shot as well. So they must have filmed his butt a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, because they did it for Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, all the sexy shots of him moving. A Catwoman, definitely.
He's probably Catwoman. She walks super sexy.
Yeah, and she's very flexible.
So They probably he should be I hope he got paid
I
good.
think he's an acrobat or something. That's why he did all the motion capture for the characters.
Well, he better got paid good money.
He probably did because he did it for all the games. So.
Because can you imagine you're not getting paid that much, but your butt is the most filmed butt in history.
In fact, I've got a friend who's got a famous butt.
Who?
So one of my friends, my friend James, he went to Evo in Las Vegas and he cosplayed as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he wore a dancer's belt and he made his butt look really big. And one of the esports players, it was like a social media influencer, she took a picture of his butt and said Spider-Man got that cake, and it went viral because he took a picture of his butt from behind, and like because obviously it was an event going
The
on.
worst part,
Everyone's
though,
looking out for thick
is
Spider-Man.
no one would know it's his butt. Because
No.
anyone would just be like, that's my butt, and
Yeah.
claim it's theirs.
No, but it's definitely, he's got a famous butt.
So he's got a famous butt.
But no
and
one
he-
knows it's him because he was Spider-Man.
The world's best kept secret. This is
I mean,
Spider-Man's
you
butt.
guys all know now. I just told you it's my friend James.
If you meet a guy called James who dresses as Spider-Man,
Yeah.
tell him he's got a nice butt.
Yeah.
Might be the wrong James, but you know, fuck it. Go feed someone's ego today.
Yeah.
Right, you ready for the next
Go
one?
on.
What are your thoughts on Starfield? Have you played Starfield
I played
yet?
Starfield.
What are your thoughts on Starfield?
I like it, but I know it's not what people are expecting because they probably thought it'd be like No Man's Sky, but really it's just more like a Bethesda game, and that's what I wanted.
Well, people kept telling me, like, I was also playing No Man's Sky, and they
Yeah.
kept being like, are you going to play Starfield? So I thought it was going to be more like No Man's Sky.
It's not. It's just more Bethesda game.
But yeah, I do. I like. Do you remember, like, I don't rate it yet. I like the character customization.
I think you'll like it once you actually get to the story parts of it. So like, 'cause the best thing about like, say like Oblivion or Skyrim is like all this like faction quests, like the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves
Yeah.
Guild, all that stuff. In Starfield, that's all pretty good. You got some pretty good storylines and characters to play with. Like that's the main thing that they're really
I
good
need
at
to get
making,
to
and
that.
that's what they're doing. But because everyone wants like, oh, I want to be a space like pirate or whatever, and like do what I do in No Man's Sky, you can't really do that. It's a single player game.
Well, I kind of like when I
Yeah.
first I watched
Yeah.
gameplay before I played it, and I went in. I actually just like I like the fact that I could shoot stuff because like I want that's what I want in the game. Because like I have the itch to play Borderlands 2 again, and I like and I just want that chaotic going around
Yeah.
shooting and having a good old time. When you take all the best parts on one person, you end up with Ryan Reynolds. Do you though?
I mean, he is pretty great.
He's all right. Do you know, I don't get the Ryan Reynolds hype.
Do you not?
I'm gonna say it now. My hot take in 4K.
Are you more a Ryan Gosling person?
Well, I'm more. I never understood the Ryan Gosling before, but now I do.
Have
a
you
little
watched
bit more.
Barbie?
Yeah,
Is
of
that
course I-
why?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
you get
why.
it. So you're either Ryan Reynolds or you're Ryan Gosling. So you're now in Ryan Gosling camp.
I think I'm Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was never that hyped about Ryan Reynolds.
Have you watched any of the Deadpool movies?
I have. I was to watch the first one.
He was great in that
Oh,
one.
no, and I watched the second one.
Yeah, I think those are the ones that really sell him. But also, like, Ryan Gosling got the movie, like, Drive, which everyone fucking loves who's seen it. It's like, that's the thing that got him into the whole, like, hey, this is a popular Ryan we all like.
Yeah, I didn't understand the Ryan Gosling before
Yeah.
Barbie, though. So maybe I only like Barbie Ryan Gosling. Hey, it's Wolf. How you doing, Wolf? Welcome in, welcome in. I really like Ryan Gosling and Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal I don't get either. Maybe I just don't get the whole celebrity
Maybe you've
thing.
not seen a lot of the movies that, like, people are, like,
Maybe.
hyped.
I've
usually,
not
like,
seen
one
their
or
butt.
two movies that they get hyped about.
I need to see their butts.
Yeah.
And then I can get hyped.
For me, personally, I'm a Keanu Reeves man.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm a Keanu Reeves
I
fan.
like him too. Diddy, my online girlfriend. Diddy seems to think I'm his online girlfriend. I don't know when this happened.
I don't know how you can afford her, genuinely. She's fucking expensive.
Last night, I was someone's future ex-wife. They kept coming, they're like, that's my future ex-wife. And we spent hours, oh my God, guys, you won't believe what I've only had 4 hours sleep last night.
She went to bed at what time, Tori?
Like, I went to bed at 4 a.m.
She has to go at me for staying up late. All the time, whenever I'm up late, she's like, go to bed. Why are you
You
awake at this
messaged me
time?
like 3. The worst part is you messaged me at 3 in the morning. I'll be like, why are you up? But then I'm also up replying to you. But like, so I went to the what's that word? The casino again last night. I was in there during the day, went back in the night, and I didn't have a membership. So in the evenings you have to have a membership because it gets so busy. And I was like, yeah, but I was here earlier. And they're like, oh yeah, just come in. Like they know me now. I've only been there 2 nights in a row, but
You're
they
a
know
regular.
me. I'm a regular now. And then like I ended up signing up and becoming a member, and they give you like cheap drinks then. And the best part was, as I was leaving, they went, "See you in 6 months," and I was like, "Oh yeah, the next Insomnia is in 6 months." And they're like, she's gonna be back. I like made bank on the blackjacks.
She's gonna buy a second house now.
I was honestly, I was having so much fun. There was like, we had like this guy who was like on the table first, like the dealer. And he was like actually like quite fun. And then like it switched over to this woman, and she was like really straight faced for like ages. But I was like doing it with like 2 other friends, and she just couldn't stay straight faced like with us. She ended up like having fun with us as well, while we were like just having our good old time.
She's a tsundere.
Oh my God. And okay, so Well, we ended up with a lucky chip. So
Yeah.
for some reason, one of the chips was really dirty. And when one of us got this chip, we started getting really lucky. And then even when like someone else would lose, it would just move hands who had this chip. And because it was dirty, we're calling it our dirty boy. We're like, oh yeah, our lucky dirty boy. We're like, yeah, keep the dirty boy. And then like we lost the dirty boy for a bit. We're like, no, our dirty boy. And then we got it back. We're like, yeah, we got our dirty boy back. So this is like 3 a.m. in the casino.
That's what she does at 3 a.m. She passes around the dirty boy.
I just forget what shenanigans I get up to at cons. Like, I've not been to a con in ages, and like at this con, I became a god. I became a barbaric ancestor, and I became like amazing at like gambling. If you told me like I've never been to a casino before, so if you told me like I'm going to a casino, I would be like no. But I went to a casino and I had like one hell of a time. I made friends, guys. I have been like
She's been very
networking, socializing, just like all over the place. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
I've drank a lot, kind of.
Yeah.
Friday night I drank a lot.
We can blame Morgan for that though. She's the one that got the big drink, so.
Oh my! So we went to Las Iguanas yesterday. I was gonna say Las Vegas. Went to Las Vegas yesterday.
Yeah, you just went to Vegas and back.
And there was we were with our friends Morgan and Dan, and they were like, oh, like giant cocktails, and they just thought it was gonna be like slightly more giant, and like this cocktail came out, and we all had to like drink it because, well, except for you, 'cause you don't drink alcohol.
No, the thing is, like, Morgan is driving, so she only drank a little bit, and she made you and Dan basically
it was me
have
and
it.
Dan were like downing this like giant
it was
drink.
her idea to get it.
Yeah, she like basically was forcing us to drink.
She did. She held a gun to Tori. And, like,
she was like, drink it now. What games were you playing?
We played a lot of board games.
Oh, board games?
Yeah,
we actually.
tabletop. Yeah, yesterday.
I don't know what they were called. We played a really cool elephant game.
The one with the pirates, where you basically it basically is just blackjack.
It was blackjack,
Yeah.
but for kids, and you had to walk the plank.
Yeah.
And like, if you gambled all yours away, you had to like walk further
Yeah.
down the plank. But if you like stopped and you earned a certain amount of tokens, everyone else had to put those tokens at the end of the plank, which also could tip the plank and make you like fall in. Oh, even these casino games, not board games.
Morgan won £18 at the roulette. What games were you guys playing?
I played blackjack. Actually, I was on the table with the dealers. And so I didn't actually spend any money. So I was with another guy, because I'm like a lucky charm. You know how I'm always telling you guys, like, I'm super lucky? So I was like helping him, and he was like making money. And in the end, he started giving me money to like a bet as well. And then at the end, because we had to make a deal, because we all kept, like, I would come down to, like, one chip left, and I'd be like, all right, my last chip. And then I'll suddenly start building everything back up again. So we had to be like, all right, well, the moment, there's three of us, when the moment all three of us lose a round, we'll end, like, we'll just stop playing, because it was getting late. And, like I said, it was, like, 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we walked out.
To be fair, the casinos are made to make you lose track of time as well, so.
I didn't even fall asleep. I wasn't feeling tired or anything. I was, like, good to go. So yeah, we all ended up losing one round, and we cashed out. And I gave like the money back to the guy who technically gave me his money to bet with.
Yeah.
And then so he made like 100, and then so when I say made bank, I mean like considering I didn't spend any money, and then he like split it with me, which was really nice. So I'm making friends. But like I think I understood blackjack.
It's an easy one to understand. You just gotta get to number 21 as close as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to overshoot it. You want to aim for something like 19 or 18.
Yeah, so I had like a theory. So when I would get 15, I would be like, well, to me, that's like a lose-lose situation. So if I take another one out and it goes over 21, I like mess up. But then it's a lot more likely for the dealer to get close to 21 anyway.
Yeah.
So I've lost it either way. So I always like took an extra one, because I'm like, well, I'm going to lose anyway. And if I don't, then I'm still in, and like there was like times where like I stayed in.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I had like my way of like playing, and then sometimes I'll get a little bit spicy, and I'll put like a double bet down, and then I sight, and then I'll get that back, and I was like, damn! And the amount of times I got blackjack as well.
Nice.
And so I was golden. I was good to go. I was lucky.
I'm a big fan of playing poker. I know Morgan as well, but I know that's one that you don't know how to play yet.
Well, I've tried learning poker, but I just can't remember the hands.
Yeah, that's the main thing that you need to know, like which ones are better than others.
That's my problem, is I can never remember the hands, and so I like forget. So
I think once you played it a few times, you'll probably get the hang of it and sort of know which one works well.
yeah. Well, I'm probably not gonna gamble again until like next Insomnia if we go to
Yeah.
a casino. Like I'm not gonna actively seek it out. I think it was just like a really fun new experience.
I occasionally play like poker with friends. Like we get a poker set, some cards and some chips to play with.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, like real money involved or anything.
Exactly.
So
I think
when
it's
you
the
don't
fun
have money
part.
involved, you can take more risks and it's more fun.
I think like if I was gonna take out money, I was like, because everyone else took about £30 out. I was like, I think if you're like, I spend £30 on food all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's like nothing to me to really lose in comparison. So I was like, well, if I was gonna take it out, I'd take it out about that amount, and then once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
But I'm so good that I was like, I just made the money back. Won any new phones or anything yet? No, I haven't. I haven't won any. I hadn't entered any competitions. I couldn't be bothered to be
No.
lucky. I was letting everyone else have a chance. Otherwise, like, I just walk out
Otherwise,
with
she'll get
everything.
everything. You know,
Yeah.
there's no stopping her.
I like no one else will get like anything, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be selfish, guys.
She only needs the one phone anyway.
Exactly.
She'll enter another competition once she gets fed up with this
I'm
one
like,
and wants a new one.
This one seems to be breaking. Start finding new competitions. Right, should we go to our next question?
Next question.
Any plans for new tattoos? That's a good one for you,
I have a few plans.
because you are not allowed tattoos, are you?
I am allowed small ones. Yes, I've got the one.
You got the one
Yeah.
tattoo.
So I can't get anything too big.
Yeah, because
So I can get small ones. From
So
here,
yeah, you're
but
not. Yeah, you're getting lots of small ones.
Mhm.
I have lots of plans for tattoos, but tattoos cost money,
They do.
and I gambled my money away. But no, I there's a lot of artists I like, and the artists like live
Yeah.
abroad and stuff like that. So if I was gonna go, I would have to plan a whole ass holiday, pay for the holiday, pay for the flights, pay for the accommodation, then pay for the tattoo.
Yeah.
I just ain't got that money.
That's valid.
That's generous of you. I know letting other people win stuff. I know. I'm the most generous person I know, to be honest. To be frank. Right. Next one. Or do you want to keep talking about your tattoos?
We
What
can
do
talk
you-
about tattoos a bit more.
Right. What tattoos do you want?
Let's have a look. I definitely need an Avatar one, I think, at some point. I want to get the koi fish from Avatar.
That'd be really
That would be a
cute.
good one.
I-
I want to get a Yu-Gi-Oh tattoo as well.
I want One Piece, obviously.
Obviously, you
But
need that.
that's the issue with
What do you
that.
want are you going to get the Straw Hat pirate symbol?
I don't know what I'm gonna get. That's my predicament. Is I'm like,
There's a lot of things I want to get tattoos from. I can't decide what I want from them. Like, I want a Baldur's Gate 3 one at some point, but like,
so.
apart from the Seal of the Absolute, I can't think of anything else from that game to get on.
So, like, in One Piece, I follow some
Yeah.
really good One Piece tattoo artists. And there's one where they get the hats from the three brothers.
Yeah.
And then, like, they also get the fruits from certain characters.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
then,
the Devil Fruits.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those would be a good tattoo.
And then, obviously, you've got the One Piece logo if
Yeah.
I want to be basic. Or, like, I know someone who does sleeves, and he does them as, like, wanted posters. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, but then I've got to pick a character.
Yeah, and plus
and-
the wanted poster is going to take a lot of space up as
So
well.
I would get it as a whole sleeve.
A whole sleeve, okay.
But like because he does like the character and then the one poster of
I
the
was going to
character,
say
or
you
there's
could
two
get
separate
like, maybe like
characters.
the whole Straw Hat crew, but then if they add more members, you have to keep adding to it.
Exactly, I'd have to keep adding to it, and that's another problem. But One Piece, I have so many favorite characters
Yeah.
that I'm like I can't choose between to have one character.
So I've got an album of things I want to get tattooed. One of the ones I want to get is, I don't know if you watched Sandman on Netflix or read the book.
No, I've
But,
not. I'm a letdown. I'm sorry.
I want to get the key to hell from Sandman because that looks really fucking cool.
That looks really really cool.
That looks
Chat,
badass.
you can't see it, so
No,
you have to
can't.
Google it.
It's
Look,
just that.
there
It's
you
the key
go.
to hell from Sandman.
You've seen it now.
Yeah.
I've never seen One Piece, so I'm going to watch the live action one and judge the anime off of it. Well, apparently it's getting a lot of people into it. So a lot
Live
of new
action is
people.
quite good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I'm like, am I being biased?
You are biased.
It's very cheesy, but One Piece is very cheesy. If they tried to make it like cool and serious, it would not have worked. Because One Piece, there's going to be bits where you see certain characters, and then you remember you're watching One Piece because like it's so ridiculous. You're like, oh yeah, this is One Piece.
What I think of the Sandman Netflix series, I genuinely think it's the best series on Netflix right now, if you've not seen it. But then again, content warning, it's very dark and very edgy.
Very edgy.
Yeah.
No wonder why you like
It
it.
is, yeah. It gets very dark at some parts.
This guy.
And it's,
this
you know,
guy
if,
right
if you've
here.
got like a weak stomach for things like gore and stuff, maybe not check it out.
You didn't tell me all this. I thought it was like about like people sleeping.
No, so basically the Sandman is about a cult that try and summon death and imprison death so they can never die. But instead of death, they capture dream.
Okay.
So instead they've got the powers of dream, and then it starts with obviously he eventually after they imprisoned him for 100 years, but then he gets out.
Is he asleep for 400 years then?
No, he's just in a glass prison.
Oh, that's boring.
Without his abilities. But
I would love to be asleep for 400 years.
No, because he's in prison, other people can't dream.
Oh, that's hell.
It is, and it was an actual disease that happened in the world at the time where people weren't able to sleep, trapped sleeping without dreams for like a certain amount of time.
Because like sleeping's like one of my favorite things to do. So like I can't imagine sleeping and then not.
So essentially, once he gets out, he needs to then reclaim his power, get revenge. And there's also things called nightmares, which are like obviously people think dreamed up, right? That scares them. If they get into the real world, they become like obviously very horrible things. And like there's one that's basically a serial killer that has teeth for eyes, that eats your eyes.
So that person who dreamt that needs to go to therapy. Like, they really need to go to therapy.
Yeah.
They need to sort it out.
But there's a lot of very spooky imagery in that. The comic book is fucking beautiful. Legitimately, because every chapter of the comic for one of the chapters is in a different art style to match the character.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
I'll show you a picture of it actually if I can.
Good. Show me a picture. So why is the main character rubbery? Diddy, you got to watch it. You've got to watch the anime to find out why he's rubbery. But the author actually said they gave him rubber powers because they didn't want it to be serious. They didn't want the main character to like have like cool, like stereotypically cool powers. They wanted him to like have fun kind of thing. So we got to remember it is for kids. Well, it was for kids. The new series isn't for kids, but like originally it was like the manga was like with children in mind, and then obviously adults loved it. I love the series. I'm glad they're making a season 2. Oh, you're on about the Sandman. One Piece live action was surprisingly good. I loved every second of it. I'm not gonna lie, every second of it. I had like no problem with it. I just like.
So do you know how I told you the character that's got teeth for eyes, right? On his chapters, this is what the page looks like.
That's very cool.
It's very great because each map panel is just a different. That's like a double page spread.
He needs to brush his teeth though.
Yeah, and that's literally him just before he kills someone. So it's like literally, you open the page. There's another character called Destiny who has a book that has everything that's ever happened written in it, and his chapters are him reading his own book.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Really fucking cool, isn't it?
That's very fucking good. That's very well thought out. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cough on you. Right.
But genuinely, the artwork is incredible.
Why were we on about Sandman again?
And Netflix.
Why were we on about Netflix?
We were talking about One Piece Netflix.
Oh, we were. We just like. Oh no, we were talking about tattoos.
Yeah, and tattoos. I want to get the key to hell.
I was trying to like find out where we started this tangent and then like bring us back.
In Sandman, he goes to hell to fight with Lucifer at one point to get back one of his items, which is like his helmet, which lets him have authority over dreams, basically. And like one of the things Lucifer does to get revenge on Dream is give him the key to hell. So now he becomes the ruler of hell, and now he has to deal with all that shit.
That seems like a lot of responsibility.
It is. That's Lucifer's revenge.
I hate that.
Yeah, so the worst thing he does is makes you responsible for every demon in hell. And you have to do all the fucking work to deal with that.
But like, what
have you ever watched the TV series Lucifer or know of it?
No, I know of it.
It's the same Lucifer. So he gives the key to hell Dream and then he fucks off to Earth, and that's where the Lucifer comics come from.
Oh, I get it. But like, imagine having that given to you as a job. Like, could you just ignore your job role?
That's the problem. If you ignore your job role, then you get fucking demons all over Earth, don't you?
Yeah, but that's the Earth's problem, not mine.
But
I'll stay in hell. Demons come up here.
But you need the humans, because if you're the Lord of Dreams, you need them to sleep and have dreams and not be dead.
I don't know. I don't know if I would like want to put that much work into it.
The Netflix casting for Sandman is incredible, and a lot of people are upset about it because like, oh, why are you making these characters into women and why are they all black and so on, right? And Neil Gaiman responded to someone saying, well, we chose the actor for character Delirium and Lucifer and so on based on the acting talents of those actors responsible, right? Because they're very good actors. But for this character specifically, we chose them based on the things that you don't like. Like, we found the actor that had all the embodiments for things that you said you personally hate, and we cast them based on that alone. The actress who played Death, she's fucking incredible.
Have you seen any cool games at the con? At the con,
we played Tekken 8.
We did. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. We played the Lego racing game. They keep like hyping that one up.
The one that we're supposed to be talking about here, but
yeah, like literally is right on that sign right there. We played it over there on Obi's channel. Other than that, like I haven't actually really played like much games here.
She's not been interested in any of them.
Yeah,
we played a few of the indie games.
The indie games I prefer more.
There's one I played with Morgan. Do you remember that phone tapping one? Were you there for that one, or no? You were having your photo shoot at the time. There's one mobile game that we played where it's like a pixelated grid, right?
Yeah.
And you tap on it to make the image behind it show up more, and you try and guess what the image is from the bottom up based on what you can see. The faster you get it done, the less guesses you do, the more points you get. And me, Morgan, and Dan tried to see who can win. Morgan ended up winning.
And we played foosball.
Foosball.
We
got into foosball. We almost broke the table.
we did break the table. I had to keep fixing it. But we became the foosball champions of 2023.
Yeah. Never challenged Morgan to a game of foosball.
She was good, although me and Dan won the last one.
Yeah.
And we rubbed it in your face.
I'm just glad she lost one match at least. Even if I had to be on her team to do it.
You sabotaged her.
Yeah.
She was doing it, but yeah, we were playing foosball.
The thing is, like, she almost brought it back in the end because it was a very close match. It was like 8-10.
It got so close. It was me and you, we were awful together. we kept scoring in our own goal. But there was one point we were playing with the foosball table, and I fully pulled the metal rods out, and I didn't.
Tori's very freakishly strong.
Yeah. And then what else did we? And then Dan ripped the goal off.
Yeah.
Not on purpose. He leant on it and it just came off in his hand, and we just kept breaking it. Did you see the Lego Xbox 360? No, it's like the Xbox, the Lego racing that we keep seeing. I was going to say something else. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I'm in another TikTok. Have I told you about the first TikTok I ruined when I went to the gym?
No.
Okay, so I went to the gym.
Yeah.
And I realized the guy in front of me was filming. And I'm like, I don't look good when I go to the gym. I look disgusting. And I'm deadlifting, and I realize this guy's in front of me. And then I work out he's filming, and then obviously when I stare at people, I give filthy looks by accident. So in the back of the guy's TikTok, I'm giving the filthiest looks, and then he gets changed to make it look like he's at the gym for a different day. But the thing is, I'm still in the back, just staring at him. So I've ruined his TikToks. But there's gonna be another TikTok of me from here. So I think I was coming to find you when you were eating, and then this guy stopped me, and he was like, "Hey, do you have time?" And he was like, "We're just gonna ask you some questions." But they started asking brain questions.
Yeah.
So it was like, Obi.
Tori can't think. She has no brain.
So it was like, Obi, how old are you?
I am 31.
And if you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
21.
No, you wouldn't be.
Really?
Say it again. If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
Right now, you mean?
Right now, if you were
I'd
born...
still be 31.
No,
sorry, no. If I was born 10 years ago, I'd be 10 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they asked me that. Yeah.
Okay.
Then said that I got asked a bunch of questions like that.
Yeah.
So another one they asked me, I can't remember the second one they asked me, but another one they asked me, right, was you're on a plane crash.
Yeah.
That lands on the border of between two countries.
Yeah.
Where'd you bury all the survivors?
I just leave them.
That's what I said, and he told me off. But then
they're not my family. I don't give a shit.
he looked at me and he was like, "Are you not gonna bury if you died? Would you not want them to bury you?" And I'm like, "I'm dead. I don't care."
Let nature reclaim me.
But now I'm gonna ask you again,
okay.
Because so you crash in the border of two countries, and where do you bury the survivors?
On the border.
Survivors.
There are no survivors. You don't bury survivors.
Exactly. That's the trick question.
Yeah.
So that's not that guy.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
But I think the guy, when I said the first answer you said as well, I was I wouldn't bury them. He was shook. So now I'm in a TikTok somewhere saying this. My brain was farting on that too. There was another one he asked, and I can't remember what it was. But then I got that conclusion. I came to that conclusion really fast, but I can't remember what one it was. You'd place them out to the SOS. That's such a good answer. So I'm in another TikTok ruining it.
You're gonna be famous in this.
It's I want to see if I find it, and then I'm gonna duet it on TikTok.
Yes.
I'm gonna duet me finding the TikTok and be that's me. I'm that dumbass. Right, are you ready for another anonymous message? Best way to cope with the hot weather?
Crying usually works.
You cry, you bathe in
Yeah.
your cold tears, your
Yeah, 'cause
cold,
your tears
salty
are,
tears.
you know, they're slightly cold. They're warm, but like, you know, colder than fucking sun.
What's
so,
going
yeah.
on out there?
Ice bath is another one.
I just have an iced latte.
Yeah.
A vanilla iced latte. And I'm
I mean,
good to
iced
go.
tea, coffee and tea is like, you know, probably a good way to do it. I'm literally just drinking like fucking cold Pepsi.
I had an iced coffee before like this because I only had 4 hours sleep. I was like, I need the caffeine. I was like, please, like, otherwise,
Yeah.
like you'd be watching the stream and it's a sleep stream. I'm just. We should just pretend to be asleep so they can like screenshot us.
This
like.
could be like a nap stream.
We've got 2 sofas. I'll get on the other sofa.
You're gonna nap on that one, that's fine.
And we'll just have a little sleep stream. Right, next question. Next one. Drink of choice.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Mine's pineapple or coconut juice.
Okay.
I really like pineapple. I like. Do you know what they probably meant? Like alcoholic, and we're just
who
like,
cares?
nah. Pineapple and coconut juice is like. I find it really refreshing.
What do you regular Starbucks order?
My Starbucks order
Yeah.
is vanilla iced latte.
I like toffee mocha.
But I don't like going to Starbucks. I prefer Costa over Starbucks.
Okay.
Because they add more syrup in. So Starbucks only do 1 pump.
Yeah.
And like I know like Costa do like 2 or more.
Okay.
And so you don't have to pay extra for, to taste the flavor you want. So I actually prefer them. So if you ever want to go to one, Costa.
Okay, if you ever want to take Tori on a date, that's the one you take her to.
Don't take me on a date to a coffee shop. Where I want it like.
But if you do, it has to be Costa.
So like, well, we can go like halfway through the date so we can get the energy back. But like, no, I was I like Twitter keeps teaching me that my like ideas of a good date are not good dates. Like apparently going on an ice cream date is not a good date.
What's wrong with ice cream?
I know what's wrong with ice cream, and like apparently like you have to go on the date and they have to spend like £300 on you, and I'm like,
Okay.
excuse me?
So like a picnic doesn't count then?
Yeah, I thought a picnic would be hella
I
fucking
think
cute.
picnic would
But
be
apparently
great.
that's cheap and not a good date.
What about a day out at the beach?
Apparently that's cheap and not a good date.
Okay.
Right? Then these people are being damn demanding.
These are fucking boring ass people because some of the most fun things you can do is like a museum's pretty fucking cool.
And museums are free.
Yeah.
But like, because I'm like, I would hate to go to like a fancy restaurant because like when you're talking to someone, especially if you don't know them, and you're like walking around, you can use like things that's around you as prompts to talk about.
Yeah.
But like if you're in a restaurant, what is there to talk about?
Weather, food. That's it, really.
Like the food. Oh, this
The
is
service.
nice. Like, and then they probably start bullying the
Yeah.
waiter, and
Yeah,
then you're
pretty
like,
much.
and then, what's even the point, guys? What's even the point? Like, there you go. Our hot take is other people's hot takes are pointless.
They are pretty shit.
They are pretty shit. Oh, Obi.
I might.
Obi. So this
okay,
is a
go on.
question specifically
yeah.
for you.
I mean, I already have one.
Right. Okay. So, do you think you're making OnlyFans in the future?
I already do. Onlyfans.com/Avatarobi. Please talk to me on it.
I'm like,
The fact that you guys aren't sub to it already is kind of, offensive to me, I think.
I've debated making an OnlyFans and filling it with like absolute fluff, like this
Yeah.
bullshit, like memes and shit, because then people will pay to join the OnlyFans
Yeah.
thinking they're gonna get the good stuff, and it's just me making memes. And they've just paid for my memes. Want me to pin that? Wait, pin.
Yeah, pin my my OnlyFans link. Do it.
All right, you're gonna get some new fans on your
Oh, I better.
OnlyFans. Right.
My content's fucking great.
I don't know why people like ask these kind of questions. Well, what's
Do you know
this
what?
one?
Do you know when someone asks you, ask them, where's your fucking OnlyFans?
Where's yours, huh?
Yeah. What if I want to
I'll
sub
make
to you?
I'll make one if you make one.
Yeah.
Right. So the next one, right? The next thing.
Yeah.
Right. Is if you woke up in a different world, would you prefer a futuristic, spacey, sci-fi world or more fantasy-style, magic-y world?
Ooh. Okay, that's an interesting one. Because people normally say, will you go to the future or past? And obviously the answer is the future, because the future has better healthcare. But if
Does
it's
it though?
Yeah, but if it's magic, like, that could be also be
Because
like...
you always say the future has better healthcare, but like, can you afford it?
That is a good point as well. Well, it depends.
Because
Are
the
you in
world
future
is
in
falling
America
apart.
or in the UK where we have the NHS, or
yeah,
Canada has free healthcare as well.
Well,
so.
they were trying to get rid of the NHS in the
Yeah.
UK, so I'm like,
Do you want to find out if they get rid of it or not?
yeah, like I'll just stay where I am. Thank you very much.
I think I prefer the future because I think I imagine there'll be a lot more like conveniences and stuff like that, so you can be lazier.
I would prefer to wake up in the past because TikTok didn't exist, and you won't find videos of me embarrassing myself on TikTok. I live in constant fear that every day someone's gonna film me in my garden or something, being weird, out on the street being weird. Because I'm always being weird. I get caught being weird, and I'm like, it just takes one person to film me, and I go viral, and then like I just caught being weird, and I don't need that in my life. I want to go back to before technology, so that I don't get caught out doing weird shit all the time. Actually, I may get Tori in trouble for it. Oh yeah, you might actually. That's true because the links are banned technically from.
Yeah. Now I'd go to the future. I reckon they'll have better food in the future as well.
I hope. Well, food is a lot better these days than they were in the past. So that's a really, really
like
good
you don't
point.
want to eat fucking medieval like fucking rations or anything.
Like medieval bread.
Yeah.
Well, that just tastes like sadness.
Yeah, because they don't put any sugar or anything in it, and it's just like really thick. And like, no, I'd rather have soft, pizza dough and shit, and all the good food that we have now.
Exactly, and like a variety of it as well.
I
hope we have a future where our PM doesn't try to scan their debit card instead of their kind of. To be honest, same. Okay, we didn't even answer the question. So sci-fi or fantasy?
I'm going sci-fi because I want nice food.
See, actually, yeah. If we could go to sci-fi and we have the machines, like in Star Trek, where like you just tell it what food you want. Or in Spy Kids with the microwave, and they put like the little like token in the microwave, and it comes out like burger and chips.
I was thinking like in Back to the Future, they have the tiny pizza and they rehydrate it to be a massive full like cooked pizza as well.
That is that as well.
Yeah.
So do you know what? That's a
we'll go to the future for the food.
Future for the food.
Yeah.
Unless like the magic, like if the world like a magic food.
If you can magic food up, it'd be easier to cook at home and stuff. I guess.
I wouldn't even cook.
No.
And then my food's done.
No, I'm going with the future. They've got better options.
Have you seen you can get that little robot guy from Starfield to be a little avatar on your Steam? No?
I've not looked into that yet.
We need to look into that.
I've not actually streamed Starfield properly, apart from maybe once or twice. So
I need to update my graphics card when I get back.
Really?
Because it kept freezing on me.
What graphics card do you have right now?
2080 Super.
Ah, okay.
But
so you're like just at the very bottom.
I need to just download the new drivers because it was playing for absolutely fine, and then every now and then it'll just freeze, and it'd always be when there was too much happening on the screen.
Do you have it installed on an SSD or a hard drive?
I think SSD.
Because I know one of the issues Starfield has, if you install it to a hard drive, I think it does have stuttering issues. So they recommend installing it to an SSD, but I don't know. I'll
have to double check actually because I don't know. Because I download it through Game Pass. Game Pass might be auto downloading it to.
That's what I was thinking. It might default to like your C drive or something. So if you just move the install to the SSD drive, it should be fine.
I'll try to do that then.
Yeah.
He drinks coffee with you and stuff. Oh, what, the little robo guy? That sounds so cute. Obi, how is your arm doing? How's your arm doing?
Does the important stuff, right?
That is
That's all you need.
He just needs his finger. He can use his finger to swear at you, so he's happy with that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to the next question.
Next question. Any games, I thought it said Gilms, then any games, film, TV series, or book recommendations? Obi's about to not shut up. Here goes Obi.
You go first,
I'll have
first.
One Piece.
Do one of each, a game, a film, and a TV series, and a book.
Okay, so game would be Borderlands 2.
Okay.
But who hasn't played Borderlands 2?
You recommend 2 over 3?
2.
Okay.
3, it gets to a point where you're like, just end already. You just like, just finish. It goes on forever.
Okay.
And obviously the villains aren't as good. Handsome Jack's like such a good villain. Film would be Muppets Christmas Carol. Good. Like, if you don't watch
probably the best Muppet film, if I'm honest.
Best film, like, in history, ever. If they remade every film as a Muppet film, I'd watch them all.
Yeah.
Even films that I hate, put the Muppets in there, I'd watch it. It'd be 100 times better. TV series, IT Crowd.
IT Crowd, okay.
Oh no, what we do in the shadows actually.
That's one I need to start watching.
You
So
need
it's on iPlayer, but they don't have season 1.
Do you have Disney Plus?
My mum has it.
They're all on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Because I know Renegade was watching it, but he couldn't watch the first season. And then I told him it was on Disney Plus, all of them.
I'll watch the first season on Disney Plus and to watch the rest on iPlayer.
Yeah. So that is definitely one I highly recommend. It's very quotable. I quote it all the time.
Okay.
And book recommendations. I always say the Night Angel trilogy.
Okay, what's it about?
So it's kind of like, I would say it's fantasy, very like Game of Thronesy fantasy. But like there's these kids, and it starts off with them like they're like orphans, and like all the orphans live in the same building. But one of them's like the head orphan, but rules by like scaring them.
Yeah.
And he kind of like attacks another girl, and she has to go somewhere else because basically someone else stepped out of line. So he attacked their friend, so that they won't do it again. But then this other guy, they hear like this legend of this assassin, and he actually finds the assassin, and the assassin like ends up like training him.
Okay. Is it like a trilogy?
It's a trilogy, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like one of my favorite like ones I've ever read.
Okay, nice.
Disney Plus has an offer for the first 3 months for like $3.99. Oh, that's really good. But I pay for someone else's.
So
anyway.
my turn.
Right, your turn.
All right, game. What do I want to I'm going to recommend something that's probably not as popular, I think. Because I know obviously things like Baldur's Gate 3, everyone's fucking playing that one. Play Divinity Original Sin 2, which is the game Larian made before they made Baldur's Gate 3. So if you can, it basically is, Baldur's Gate 3 is a more expensive version of that game.
Yeah.
If you like it, you'll like this one.
Okay.
It's one thing that people probably never played before because they don't want to play like a top-down, turn-based RPG. But it's genuinely really good. And like, a lot of the voice actors from Baldur's Gate 3 are like, Malady is a character in Divinity, who's the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
So like, you'll recognize a lot of the voices in that one. Film. Watch The Raid. It's an Indonesian film, but it's like legit my favorite movie of all time.
What's it about?
Essentially, there's a drug dealer who owns an apartment complex, and like obviously he runs this little operation from this like apartment complex with all of his like drug factories and so on are there. And the police like, all right, we're going to raid it and arrest this guy. When they go in, they get locked in, and the drug dealer says like, all right, cool. He's like a crime boss. Like, whoever manages to kill a cop gets free rent for life in this building.
Okay.
So they're trapped in a building with all these like desperate criminals who, if I can kill a cop, I get free rent for life.
Easy.
And the reason I love it, because I love martial arts movies, right? And the martial arts I use in that is an Indonesian martial art called Pencak Silat. And what's special about it, it's the only martial art that's not designed as a form of self-defense. It's designed to kill someone as efficiently as possible. And when you see it in action in the movie, like, holy cow, every single move they throw, it kills someone.
Okay, that might actually be one I have to check out.
Because if you watch like a martial arts movie, like something like anything Jackie Chan, you see like people like hitting each other, going back and forth a lot, right? This one's like, bam, he's dead. It's like the fists are like fucking guns, and it's insane.
It's what we need in our lives.
But like the action is insane.
Right, now TV series?
I've already said Sandman, so I don't want to say that again. It's fucking incredible. Like,
Were you going to say Sandman again? We didn't know this question was going to come up.
Because obviously Neil Gaiman wrote it, and then he also did the series, so he made it like a one-to-one. It's really fun. The comics was originally DC comics, so it's set in the DC universe. Like obviously places like Arkham Asylum and Gotham City exist in it, and like in the series they had to take it out because like he chose to make it its own thing instead.
You don't need Batman coming in trying to steal the show.
But it is sort of in the same world. What else was? Well, I want to recommend a different show though. I want to recommend. Have you seen The Boys on Amazon Prime?
I've seen the first season.
That's one I really enjoy. Again, because it is very dark and edgy.
You love your dark and edgy shows.
I do.
I like nice fluffy shows.
She does. She likes the nice things. I like the very gritty, very
because
dark,
I would
very
like
horrible
to escape
stuff.
the world, please. And the world's only full of like dark and edgy
I am
things.
evil. That's why.
You are evil. You're epitome of evil.
Right.
You're a book
What
recommendation
recommendation? Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, because he's one of my favorite authors, and it's a fantastic book.
How big is it?
It's a trilogy. It's about 300-ish pages.
I feel like trilogies are like a good length for books.
The thing is, the first book is a very good standalone book. So if you want to read the trilogy, you can. But if you just read the first one, it's fine. I think the first book is fucking incredible.
That's really good, actually.
I got a signed copy of it as well from him. But the basic story is essentially people have these abilities where if they have it, they have the ability to metabolize metal. So certain metals give them abilities. So someone who has the ability to metabolize steel, they can use it to push, like anything metal. Whereas someone can use iron to pull. And it's sort of like, the way metal works. It makes a lot. The way he writes it, it makes a lot of sense. You can understand. So obviously, steel pushes, iron does the opposite. It pulls things towards you.
Okay.
And the way they use it's really creative. So they'll have like someone can use steel to push a coin like a bullet to kill someone.
Yeah.
But they can also put a coin on the ground and push on that to shoot themselves up into the air to get to the top of the building.
That seems a very. I don't know. I would be very clumsy with that, and I would end up like killing myself.
Yeah, you would.
I would.
But it's really creative with the way they use abilities in that. And the whole point of it is they have these abilities. They're like a thieving crew, so like a heist sort of story.
Yeah.
But in that world, there's someone called the Lord Ruler who's basically God, but he's like really oppressive and shit. And they're like, cool, we're going to try and find a way to kill him.
I like the sounds of it.
So it's all like, a series of heists where they try and investigate his weakness, trying to find out how to kill him, and then actually getting into his palace and killing him.
That was pretty good. I like the sound of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd like to read that. Although, like, I think I've got more into, like, crime books because I'm really nosy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder who did it. Although, like, at the moment, I keep picking up crime books, right, where I go to read them, but it tells you who kills people, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not reading a book who gives you the answer at the beginning.
You like Sherlock Holmes. Have you read any of those books?
I haven't actually, which is really strange, but I really, really need to.
I think you'd actually quite like them because they are really good. They're popular for a reason,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Tori likes planning how to get away with crimes. I don't commit crimes at all. I'm not a criminal. I'll have you know. Who would win in a fight between white Jesus and regular Jesus?
I know where you can find an answer to this, actually. So, have you ever watched American Gods or read the book American Gods?
No.
It's also by Neil Gaiman. So
You just love him.
Yeah, I do. He's
I'm going to have to message him.
Yeah.
Like, I tried doing a
I tweet
podcast
him
with
every now and
someone,
again.
and then, like, he just wouldn't stop talking about you.
No, so in American Gods, right, essentially gods are like real, and they exist. If someone believes in something, it exists, okay,
Yeah.
in that world. And the way this whole story is basically about American immigration. Immigrants bring over their gods when they come along as well. And the whole story is basically, now people are starting to worship things like the media, the news, technology. So you got all these new gods now replacing the old ones, and like the whole it's basically a metaphor for American culture erasing the culture of the immigrants that came before it, right? So that's basically what the whole book's about. There's one bit, right, where they go meet the goddess Ostara, who is Easter,
Yeah.
and they go to her house during Easter, the solstice, right?
Yeah.
And it's full of Jesus. There's
Full of Jesus. Like, just various Jesuses that
every
everyone's
single
imagined.
version of Jesus
So-
exists. So there's Mexican Jesus, there's white Jesus, there's the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, there's like
Is there
black
Obi-Wan
Jesus.
Kenobi?
There is. Essentially, any version of Jesus that you believe in exists, essentially.
They're all just in there. You know that
Yeah.
Spider-Man meme when they're all pointing at each
Essentially,
other.
And it's like the whole, it's her, obviously, the spring solstice is Ostara's religious holiday, right? Because everyone associates it with Jesus, her house is not just full of people who are just Jesus. And
That actually sounds
the whole,
amazing.
her whole identity is being erased by Christianity, obviously.
So who would win in the fight? White Jesus or regular Jesus?
So in the episode, Mexican Jesus gets shot and dies for the Mexican immigrants. He dies saving Mexican immigrants crossing the border.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So when they came to meet with Jesus, they couldn't meet with the Mexican one because he died for the sins and so on.
Yeah, he's
Whereas
the
white Jesus
actual
was,
one.
Yeah.
Mad Sweeney was a good character. Who's
He
Mad
was
Sweeney?
very
Oh,
good.
American Gods.
So Mad Sweeney is a leprechaun who's very tall.
a tall
He's
leprechaun.
a tall leprechaun.
I like that.
And he's like a constantly drunk Irishman, and it's fucking great. He's played by the guy who did Porn Stash in Orange is the New Black.
Oh, I haven't. I've only watched I think the first season of Orange is the
Yeah,
New
the
Black.
guy with the big mustache, the really bad, shitty security guard.
Oh yeah, I know who you're on about.
That's
Yeah,
Mad Sweeney.
because I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it, but then again, like it was just like I like.
Again, content warning, American Gods is very graphic.
Yeah.
There's a scene where a woman eats men with her vagina.
Well, like in The Boys. But but in The Boys she doesn't eat them with her vagina, she
No.
crushes them.
No, as in, like, legitimately, she'll squish you into a vagina because she's a goddess that takes human sacrifice.
Through her vagina.
Yeah.
How would you find that out? How? What? Like, you would have to, like, she, like, took a guy home one day, went to bed him, and then, like, was like, whoops, ingested him.
No, because she knew she was a goddess at first, right? So she knew from the very start.
She knew from the
Yeah.
beginning that her vagina could eat
Well,
men.
she still wants to have, like, human sacrifices, right, to keep herself going.
Yeah.
So the way she does it is that she poses as an escort to lure men back and then eats them with her vagina.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Easy enough. What's that name say? Pablo?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Schreiber.
There you go.
It's a German name.
There you go. Ultimate side hustle ideas.
Ultimate side hustle idea. Do you have any ideas for that?
Selling your panties and your socks.
That is true. If selling your used panties genuinely fucking good market.
Because apparently people on TikTok tell me like you can make good money, and apparently it's all very professional. But I guess like if you want the content, you can't be like stupid about it because then they can just not give it to you.
Yeah. And the thing is, you get loyal customers that are repeat customers.
Exactly.
So it's like it's not like a one-time purchase, and they'll buy it every month.
I'm always like reading about these side hustles, but I'll never actually do them. I'd be like, maybe I could, and then I just never do it because I'm too lazy. What would you do as a side hustle?
A good side hustle you can do, if you have, the creative talent for it, is just selling notebooks, sell journals, but you only have to design the cover for it, and it's just 100 blank pages.
Yeah, I know people who do like a lot of that actually. They sell them on Etsy and stuff like that. Oh my god, it's Beef. About the only time I'll behave. Oh, Beef, you're going to behave? You're not going to pick a fight with me today? Oh, it's tough. So the reason for feet is just laziness for no feet.
Yeah.
No one's offered to pay yet, actually.
Yeah.
I'm always offering. I'm always like £100 for my left foot.
The reason is
and no one's giving me £100.
No one can afford it.
Like, you want the foot, you got to pay for it. You ain't getting that stuff for free. Not in this economy.
£200 if you want her toenail clippings.
Yeah. But like, I'll have to grow them out for you. Can't pick a fight with you in public. That's true, Beef. You can't pick a fight with me in public. There's a lot of people here right now. A lot.
Although, there is a car park.
There is a car park, so I'll meet you in the car park.
Car park at 6 o'clock.
So car park there's so many car parks though. Like one of us will be in one car park and then someone else will be in another car park. Gross. Quiet Russ, I'm trying to make money here. I gambled my money away, remember? Gotta make it back. I'll take them all on, all of them. All right, I'll find like
all right,
people.
one fight in each car park.
One fight in each tournament.
Yeah,
We'll do a tournament in each car park. Meet me in the car park. At least take me for a drink first. Well, we were discussing dates earlier and what people are considering shit dates, and I'm like, those are pretty good dates.
Yeah.
So, B's perfect date is a drink and then in the car, we'll fight in the car park.
Okay.
So at the moment, right there, if you look at the top of the chat, there's a link. If you click that link, you can send me anonymous messages, and we're going through them right now. We've only had like a couple of weird ones. We've not had too many like weird ones.
If you send a weird one, I'm gonna answer it. So just
yeah, exactly. You're gonna get over.
They all think that you're the one answering. It's like, no, I'll answer it. I want to do more.
Yeah, they're literally like, are you gonna make an OnlyFans? And I'm like, well, that's a question for Obi, obviously. Right. Oh, if you decide to quit the pink, what hair color do you want to try next? Never quit in the pink. How dare you even suggest that?
Color.
Like that. Like this is. I'm insulted, actually.
Yeah.
I'm insulted. Blasphemy.
That's why they did it anonymously.
That's why they did it anonymously. They knew. I'd be like, how dare you? 2 a.m. beach visit, yes. No beach visit. Sand gets all over the place. I can't stand it. But yeah, would you quit the pink?
No, because you'd be very difficult to spot in the crowd if you didn't have pink
Do you
hair.
remember yesterday when you mentioned purple was better than pink? Do you remember that conversation we had?
I did. In fact, I wasn't the only one who thinks that.
Yeah, it was a very stern conversation, and I started using the term.
Tori hates anyone who likes purple.
I do, actually. I actually do.
I use it like it's a slur.
I do. Purple people. Ugh, disgusting. Who let them out the house? Who let them around
back,
here?
right?
Yeah, send them all back. Don't know where, but send all the purple people back. It is not around me. like
Can't they do that somewhere else?
They can exist, just not in my space. Right. Where have you always wanted to travel to?
I'm gonna go to Amsterdam.
You're going to Amsterdam?
So I want to go to like, the Van Gogh Museum and like obviously the Anne Frank house and stuff like that.
To be honest, I want to go to Amsterdam, but I'm going to go with the weeb choice of Japan. I'm a weeb. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
At some point. Maybe. Don't know when.
Japan's
Dark
probably my
the shit
second
show
choice.
begins. What do you mean the shit show begins? We've been here for a good while. What time is it? Oh, we've almost been here an hour.
Oh, nice.
We until they tell us to move.
Yeah.
We could just.
We got a maximum of 2 hours.
We got maximum of 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we could just keep sitting here and talking to you guys. Isn't your phone a shade of purple? Yeah, but I didn't have a choice.
She didn't. She won that.
There was 4 different colors, and if I had a choice, I think there was like 4 colors, but I like the purple and the blue were the best ones. I got in late yesterday. I also got in late yesterday. I'm also very tired. But yes. So yeah, Japan's where I would always want to go. And I've always thought
Yeah.
about going to Amsterdam as well, actually.
What other countries are? Let's give top 5.
I want to go, right, so this one's a really boring one, in my opinion, but I
Yeah.
still want to go to experience it once. Like Bora Bora, you
Okay.
know when you got like the little huts over the ocean?
Yeah.
I can't, like there's ones where you can like, you got like the little holiday home and it's got a slide that goes into the ocean.
Yeah.
And like, I know I'll get bored because I don't like being lazy, like
Yeah.
I like adventuring, but I'd really like to do that at least like once. I think that'd be really cool, to be honest.
That actually, do you know what? No, that would be pretty good.
That would be really cool. But like, I'm very much, I like to adventure. So I was discussing this with someone the other day actually about going to Disney World, and I'm
Yeah.
not that excited to go to Disney World. Like, it's not top of my list, and
Yeah.
I'm like the difference is like between like Japan and Disney World. Disney World's very structured because you're in the park and you're just going to different places in the park.
I'd like to go Disney, but the thing is, right, I don't want to go just to Disney World because I know they've got things like Animal Kingdom and like
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. I want to do all the stuff there
So
at once.
I-
I know most people only go just for Disney.
So I would want to do Universal as well,
Yeah.
but again, it's still very structured because I'm just going
It
from
is.
point A to point B. But like in Japan, I like getting lost and discovering things,
Yeah.
and I like having adventure and like I like wandering the streets and seeing what you find on the way to where you're going.
Yeah.
Like I will literally walk an hour just so I like wander into like random places. But in Disney, because it's so structured,
Yeah.
you're not gonna find golden little gems because everything is built in a certain way for
Yeah.
Disney. Oh, it's Lime. Lime's here. Hey, Lime. How you doing? Reg may be in the car park, Dark Star.
You redeem, get a treat for Reginald.
Reginald, he will get a treat. Hey, it's kitties. Look at these cutie patooties. How you doing, kitties? We're at Insomnia.
We're watching
There's
ourselves
a
on a
giant
screen there.
screen up here with my face on it, so other people who's like,
Yeah.
they can see us talking, but they can also see us on the screen if
Yeah.
they wanted to. So I don't know who was here yesterday and heard about my shenanigans that I got up to.
You got up to quite a few
I got up
shenanigans.
to yesterday, yeah,
Yeah.
and the day before. Of course, you know I got my shenanigans. I had a friend who went to Japan with his family, and his dad is a hairy man with hairy arms, and people on the train were patting his arms. I can believe that. I've heard some stories about them. But like, if they see something that's unusual, they're not like subtle or anything if they're like, interested in it.
Yep.
I've got friends who are currently in Japan like right now, actually. To be honest, I've had like a couple of friends recently like move over there.
Yeah.
So when I visit, I'm going to them.
Oh, nice.
I'm literally gonna just
You're going to fucking gate crash their house, aren't you?
yeah, but I'm
Kick
just
the
gonna
door
turn
in.
up.
Yeah.
And be like, hi.
Unannounced.
You thought you escaped me?
Yeah.
Here I am. But that's how I ended up in Hong Kong. Because I had a friend who lived in Hong Kong for a
Yeah.
bit, and I just turned up at her house like, oh, you think you can escape me? I'm here, and I followed you. I followed you halfway across the world, to because you thought you could escape me.
I think she gave you a full English breakfast as a punishment.
Lime, thank you
Oh,
for the
thank
5
you.
months. Can you put the subby wubby in the mod chat so I can like make the heart later? I'm so behind on all my hearts. I'm so behind on all my hearts. Well, you know what's in Japan 2025 is it Star Wars Celebration. I feel like that's it. I feel like it's Star Wars Celebration.
New Godzilla movie.
New Godzilla.
That's Godzilla -1 looks fucking good.
I might have to watch it. Right, we've had a few new people come in here. I say a few new people, as in like everyone's turning up now. Guys, there's a link at the top of the chat. If you go to, well, to me, would it be over here?
Yeah, it'd be over there.
Like, get out of the way,
somewhere-
Ubi. Get out of the way, Ubi.
somewhere there, yeah.
Like, and you guys can like send us anonymous messages, and we're reading them all out right now. Where would you like your next holiday to be?
You can't say a country you've already said.
Oh, we can't say another. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we got to say something new.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so next holiday, where would I want to go? I'm trying to think.
I'd like to go Barbados.
You want to go Barbados?
Yeah.
I don't want to go Barbados.
I know you don't. So I can get away from you, I think. Yeah.
You'll get away
The
from
one
me
place
there.
I can get away from Tory.
One place I want to go. See, this is the thing. I do a roulette.
Yeah.
So one reason I end up in Hong Kong as well is I genuinely did a roulette of I went on Skyscanner.
One thing that would be really cool. Do you know those little glass igloos in Iceland where you can see the aurora borealis?
Oh, those are really cool. I
Those
would
are
love to do that
yeah.
as well. But like I like going to websites like Skyscanner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let's look at flights. That's how I ended up in Italy, actually. Because I was looking at flights. I was like, £60 for a flight. I was like, let's go. And that's how I ended up in Italy. 'Cause it was cheaper to get to Italy
Yeah.
than it is to travel across the UK.
The Maldives.
The Maldives. Yeah, so that's the same. Like that's like very similar to Bora Bora.
Yeah.
So I would like to go to Maldives as well. That would be very, very good. They have the sliding huts there as well. I would like to go Hawaii, but like I would like to go like and experience the culture, not like the touristy bit. I feel like the touristy bit to me looks really boring. Like, can you imagine just being on the beach the whole entire time?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to go adventuring. Thank you very much.
You'd get fed up after a day or two, wouldn't you?
I'd be bored. Like even like after an hour, I'd be bored.
Yeah.
Just lying there all day. Have a good one, guys. The music festival up the street, and it's football Sunday. Go Birds! All right, you enjoy yourself, Darkstar. I appreciate you stopping by. Get out of here, Darkstar. Who is the true lemur, king or queen?
I mean, you are the lemur queen. That's undisputed.
I am exactly. I'm the lemur queen. So there you go. I am the true lemur queen. Can't believe you would even like question that.
Someone is questioning your rule.
Yeah,
oh my God.
who is first they question my pink hair. Now they're questioning if I'm the true lemur queen.
Do you reckon the lemurs followed you because of your pink hair, actually?
They might have done,
Because
actually.
you probably look like a fruit to them. They probably wanted to eat your head.
I probably look different as well.
Yeah.
So like everyone else kind of like blends in together, and I was like a different thing, and they wanted like come follow me. Maybe we were just friendly. Maybe they thought we were cool. Because like they didn't touch me, so I don't think they wanted to eat me. Because you imagine they started chewing on me, I'd be so scared. I'd have to like run away.
We met a friend earlier of mine that cosplayed as King Julian, and they look fantastic.
You might have actually seen them on TikTok, because turns out I had seen them on TikTok, and I didn't know who they were before
Rose
today.
Magpie is their username.
Talking of pink hair, I love how deeper pink your hair is in the lighting. Like every like computer we go to, every camera, my hair just keeps changing shades of pink. Like we've been having like bright like nightmares of like some of the like just the computers in general.
Yeah.
We've not been getting on with it very well, to be honest. Right, so next one. Who looks better with pink hair? Who is questioning?
Me, obviously.
Who's asking?
That's why I let her wear
Who's
it.
picking these fights?
That's why I don't have pink hair, because I would look better than her, and she won't like that.
I would have to kill you. I'm just saying that. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure everyone would understand.
Yeah.
Like people would like understand.
There could be only one.
There could only be one.
Yeah.
Like how dare you? When I quit my last job, I told them that they weren't allowed to hire anyone with pink hair, and if they did, I'd turn back up and shave the head off. And then, but then I was like, but if they hire someone without pink hair, they have to make them dye their hair pink.
Typical. That's very typical of you.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, we had like a weirdo in the chat. Of course, we had a weirdo in the chat. They can't resist being weird for like 5 minutes. We need a Photoshop Obi with pink hair. There is some pictures of some of the mods with pink hair. That's just how we live our mod life. What countries would you want to visit most and why? Why are we getting this question? Now you can't say the same one. You'll say a different one again.
All right, different country, different country. I want to go to... Do you know what? South America is pretty good. Like, historically speaking, like, there's a lot of places like pyramids, like llamas. That's one thing you can go there for, like in Peru and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So like there's like Brazil, Peru, like South American countries.
Hi Andy, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast with me and Obi.
Yeah.
We're being cool here. I don't know where else I'd want to go. I wouldn't mind Germany like once. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to go Las Vegas.
Vegas.
I was
okay.
talking to Morgan about it yesterday. I would love to experience Las Vegas once.
Okay.
I just want to experience it. I feel like it's something you have to experience like once in your lifetime. Ooh, next one. Ooh. The worst date you've ever been on. I've never been on a date.
She has never been on a date.
I've never been on a date.
No one can afford to take her on a date.
No one can afford to take me on a date. No one wants to take me to the beach. No one wants to take me for ice cream. Your outfit is super cute, Tori. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, I've never been on a date, so I've never had a worst date. This is a question that comes up a lot on stream, and I'm just
I don't think I've ever had a bad one.
You never had a bad date?
I mean, I've had ones where like the day after, like right thing, then like this. All right, don't deal with this person anymore. Goodbye. But I don't think that counts as part because the date was still fine.
Yeah, you're just like, they're just a terrible person.
I've been on dates with terrible people, but I didn't realize they were terrible until afterwards.
I saw you on a date the other day with your Twitter post. Oh, with
Rate
Obi?
my day.
Oh, rate my day. Did you see some of the responses to that?
Yeah.
And people are like, he's a very lucky man for being able to date you. But yeah, I guess that'd be my worst date then.
Yeah,
Because that's
apparently
my
I'm your
only
worst
date. Hello, Sanix. Hello,
Hello,
Sanix.
Sanix.
And Andy. Oh, yes, we're getting all the cool kids in here now.
So, yeah, I don't think I've ever had a bad word. Well, I mean, the worst was maybe like getting caught in the rain every now and again. But like, that's
Yeah,
not
that
really a bad
happens,
thing.
though.
It's just a thing that happens.
You could have your romantic kiss in the rain.
Yeah.
Does that mean you just hop into relationships then? Basically, yeah. I'm a very, like, forward person. Like, if I want a relationship with
Yeah.
someone, I just tell them. There ain't no games with me. I say what I want, and that's it. I don't like games. Do not like them. So I know what I want, and I'm literally like, if you earn 40K a year, you're making me a housewife. I have said that to every person I've ever, like, been in a relationship with. And then they think I'm joking, but I'm not.
So if you make 40K in the
If you make 40K and you make me a housewife, you know. I've had awkward dates. You had awkward dates, Russ? Russ, tell us about your awkward dates. I feel like Russ has told me about his awkward dates before, but I tend to forget them. Again, guys, if you're new, if you're new here, you know what I mean. There's a link at the top of the chat. I'm like pointing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I am really. In good part. But you guys can send me anonymous messages, and we're reading them now. We're just going through them, chit chatting, just having a grand old time. Right. What animals are you most scared of?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna let you answer it first. I got a good answer.
I'm not really scared of any animals.
Are you saying you're not scared of like a scorpion or anything, or snakes?
Would the
or-
scorpions seek me out to fuck me up?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, then maybe yeah, scorpion. Like, cause like I know there's a lot of animals where like if you just leave them be, they're fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just leave the animal be.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not really like scared of them.
I'm not really. I like honestly, if someone asked me like, obviously trained professionals like, hey, you can hold a scorpion or you can hold a snake or whatever, I wouldn't have any issue with that. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
really
would do
afraid-
it.
Yeah.
I would do it. I would like hold a snake, I've held snakes before, you know?
Yeah, same.
See, I'm not really like scared of them. I just hate rabbits with a passion.
And she's not afraid of them. She just hates them.
I just hate rabbits. I just think they're the worst. Honestly, what is wrong with them? Why do they look like that? Why have they got those teeth? Have you seen them
Yeah.
yawn? Like those murderous teeth? It's disgusting. Nope, keeping that embarrassment to myself. Russ, you can't tell us that you had awkward dates and then not tell us about them. Like you can't
Yeah.
you can't like dangle the carrot in front of
Rabbits
us
give
and
you
then take it
anxiety.
away.
Toys probably the same. She hates them.
So Andy, in worst date, so he was on a date with a girl. They watched Coco together.
Yeah.
Have you watched Coco?
No.
Coco's actually a film I highly recommend, but you will cry. And so Andy was on a date with a girl and ended up crying on the date because
Yeah.
they watched Coco together. So he's like, that's my worst date.
Oh, I know what the worst date would be for me.
Okay, go.
Okay, I don't know if it counts as the worst date.
Did
but
you
it's-
cry?
No. So basically, I went to watch Deadpool 2 with a girl, right? And we went during the day, early in the screen, so it was only us in the cinema. And then, like, there was a dude and his carers with him, because, like, obviously they took him out for a day to see a movie or whatever, right? And essentially, he was having, like, anxiety attacks and stuff and walking around the cinema, walking around. He eventually came to us and he just, like, took my drink and drank it and went
I
off.
thought you were about to say he took your date.
No.
He came up and just
No.
took your date.
No, but he was clearly like, not interested in the movie at all, and they were just like not paying attention because they were watching the movie, and we're like, the fuck kind of carers are these? Like,
Maybe.
and like, are they gonna buy me a new drink? Because that was a full like big cup of
I
like.
it's like absolutely down it. But then that's not really a bad date from like the action of you or the
That's the
person
thing
you're
is,
with.
right, I'm a fantastic person to take on a date. You can never have a bad date with me. If it's ever bad, it's not my fault. It's the fact that some negligent carer is not looking after the person they're looking after.
There you
That's
go.
the only time I can think of that would have been a bad date. If bad, well, like legitimately, I'm fucking great. I'm a delight.
She was also on the phone and left several times to go to talk, and she was singing during the movie. Forgot about that. Oh, she sounds awful. Like you got out. You got out that fine. I would hate that date. Why are you on the phone constantly when we're on a date? Don't be doing that business. But you're right. Like emotions are good. They are good. I just like. But to be honest, Coco is such a sad film. I understand crying at Coco. You need to watch Coco, actually.
Okay.
It's a really, really good film. I genuinely loved it. I cried like a baby like watching it at the end though, because it's about the guy's nan, and obviously I love my nan, so like I was like, like them at the end.
All dates are bad, Conan. Not all dates are bad. In fact, you know what the worst date is? Coming up this Monday, tomorrow.
I remember the third question that guy asked me.
What was it?
How many months have 28 days in them?
All of them.
Yeah, so that was the answer,
Yeah.
but then obviously I was like 1 because February.
Yeah.
And so that was like the trick question. So you go. She was attractive though, but that changed my mind after that. I find people's personalities can make them ugly.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so answering Conan's question, the worst day is going to be tomorrow because the Americans won't shut up about it.
The worst day is Obi's birthday because he doesn't shut up about it. Right, next question.
Russ gets it. He got the joke. Okay.
Are you straight?
Yes.
I'm like, why does people need to know these information?
It's weird.
Are you
I
straight?
mean, I'm pretty sure there are enough pictures of me getting kissed by girls so people know that by now. I posted a few yesterday.
Maybe you're just like lying about it. You post all these pictures to lie that you're
Yeah,
straight.
of course, yeah.
Why people ask these questions for? Never forget us. Favorite sausage? Ask it in the things. Stare. Never forget.
Kona, you got it
stare.
as well. Everyone got the joke I made earlier.
What joke?
I said tomorrow's going to be the worst day because the Americans won't shut up about it.
Oh, we.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Yeah, I had to think about what the date was. You're terrible.
I am terrible. It's
like
fine. They're all laughing though. They're all just as bad. Look at them, fucking terrible fucking
oh.
people. Look at these terrible fucking people.
We're watching you people. Anyone you've been nervous to meet at Insomnia?
Sorry?
Have you been nervous to meet anyone at Insomnia?
No, I walked straight up to fucking Asterion and asked him for a picture.
Oh yeah, we got Obi cropped me out the picture, but we had a picture of Asterion.
Yeah,
for
I had a
a
nice
Baldur's
picture
Gate.
with him, and then I asked her to come in.
Yeah,
and
you
I
told
thought,
me
you know
to
what,
come
I'm
in.
going to post the first picture instead with just me and him.
We basically been watching him this whole time because he's literally right over there.
Yeah, he's right there.
So he's right there. So like we were here when we were here yesterday. He was like walking past as well.
Yeah.
And so we've seen him. He was in the NQ64 bar last night because people found him in there. Like they didn't go to find him; they were in there partying,
Yeah.
and then he happened to be in there too. So yeah, I was laughing at Tori's shot back. How dare you be straight? I'll be cursive then. I'll be cursive. If anyone asks that again, cursive. Hopefully an American politician. Oh, okay. Oh, doesn't like porn on Twitter tomorrow again. Was that like a thing?
That
Have
is
you
a thing
seen
that
this
American
TikTok of him
politicians
singing?
do quite a lot.
I haven't seen a TikTok. Have you seen a TikTok of Asterion singing?
I've not yet. I've seen a few of his. I've seen the one of him doing some lines that fans have asked him to do.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of those as well, actually. There was a Reddit post where an American went something like, "What are you Brits going to do? Commemorate?" Oh, and as if that event is like a big deal internationally. Well, I've heard Americans there would be Americans who posted. They're like, "How do you think they teach the Civil War in the UK?" And they're like, "Why would we like? Why would we learn about your history?
Yeah.
That's like we're gonna learn about our history."
We learn about Henry VIII and his fucking 6 wives.
Yeah, whatever that song is with this like little rhyme.
Beheaded. No, divorced, beheaded, and died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
There you go. That's what we learned in school. His voice is beautiful. Do you want me to tell him that, Russ? If we see him again, we'll be like...
Neil Newborn, your voice is beautiful.
There you go. Now he knows. Right. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my God, discard. I almost shared that everywhere. I didn't want to share that. You look like a purple kind of girl.
I am a purple kind of girl.
How dare you? These
yeah.
these insults coming in today are actually the worst.
Women who like purple, DM me.
Yeah, slide into my DMs.
Yeah.
Americans are so self-centered, thinking they are all that matter.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Americans that don't know the world exists out of America. I've known Americans who are like black Americans who don't know black people exist outside of America. Like they can't grasp the
I
concept.
wonder what Americans are going to do to commemorate Hiroshima and Nagasaki as well.
It's like
because that is their history. They did it.
Yeah, but like it's absolutely like baffling how like they just like nothing exists out of America. And like if something exists out of America, and like they realize like the countries have something in common.
Yeah.
They're like they're stealing our culture, and we're like no, like it's a cult. Like you somehow come to the same conclusion,
Yeah.
like same thing.
The thing is, like,
but
America was like built by immigrants, so a lot of other countries' cultures came to America. Now they think that's their culture. They think like other people doing it, like, hey, you can't do that. But
have you seen when people post? They're like, I don't understand why these Americans can't speak English like Americans are supposed to speak. And it's just like, did you just hear the words that came out of your mouth?
Yeah. Where do you think your language came from?
Yeah, exactly. I'd say that it was probably asked because there's someone European history taught, but then I remember that it's only right before the Columbus expedition. So we don't know. We just get taught stuff and then, but like mainly it's just like stuff in our own country.
Yeah.
Who?
You.
Who you? We've literally just had a question that says who. Boy Will, what is up? The ceiling is up. And apparently rain. Apparently it's raining outside.
Yeah,
It looks
raining
pretty
quite a
sunny,
bit.
to be honest. From the little peephole windows I can see. That's all I like. I've not really seen much daylight. I'd seen daylight this morning coming in.
No.
That was my first bit of daylight I've seen for like days. Because this event is literally Insomnia. It runs all the way through the night. Because I got, so Obi got me like a weekend pass, and then I got like another creator pass.
Yeah. I
For
got
the
a
LAN
player pass
party.
and then I lost it and I got another one.
Yeah, so you just keep getting creator passes.
Yeah.
Because you keep losing things. Oh, we only have 3 anonymous messages left.
Okay.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yeah.
I forgot that they asked this before.
You can play, I mean, like, you can put water in a wine glass and use that as an instrument, so why can't you do the same thing with mayonnaise?
I don't want to even think about how you'd use mayonnaise as an instrument. I just don't want to think about it. Let's just not. Let's just change the conversation. Salt World just got back from Insomnia. How is it today? I went yesterday.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Also, welcome in. How you doing today? It's a lot quieter today.
Saturday was very busy.
Saturday was very busy.
Friday was very quiet. Sunday is like a middle ground. So I think if you want to go on a day that's not too busy, go on a Friday.
It's really weird because Friday evening was the busiest, and like usually it's Saturday evening, which is like the craziest. But it was
I think what happened is people turned up on Friday evening.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, obviously the social stuff and stuff afterwards, they'll do really busy.
Because like
So when the actual event, like during the day on Friday, it's very empty.
Because on Saturday evening, rather than like usually there'd be a big party, there was no big party, and like loads of people were like, yeah, I went to bed at midnight, apart from me. Well, I went to bed at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. But who cares? But yeah, there's not much else going on. You got the main stage. I watched like a couple of things this morning.
But it seems like Apex Legends and stuff that we aren't really interested in.
Yeah, there was
So they got the
Valorant
whole, like,
tournaments
the finals
yesterday.
and
I
stuff
think
like
there's
that, results
Fortnite
well
tournaments
and stuff.
today.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not much else that like I'm too fussed about. More questions have come in.
Okay.
So, what's the weirdest insult someone told you? The weirdest insult? So I get negs quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what a neg is, it's where guys try to flirt with you by insulting you, but they like slip a compliment. So they insult you first, and then they twist it into a compliment to try and give you a complex. But I'm not the kind of girl you do that with. So some guy, I used to have part of my head shaved on this side. And do you remember the guy Brad at MCM?
Yes.
The bald guy, he wouldn't leave me alone. He wouldn't stop hitting on me for hours.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Like he became like a legend in our lives. So he literally turned around to me, and my hair was pink at the same time still. And
She's
he
born
was,
with pink hair.
and he literally turned around to me and was like, "Your hair is stupid, but on you it works." And I was like, and then I like, because we were at MCM where we knew like everyone at the bar, and this guy basically came to check out what was going on because he was working across the road. So I'm like, you're in a room full of my friends. So we literally just turned around, and I was like, whoa, did you hear what this guy just said to me? And he just got like torn apart because I don't think he realized I was surrounded by friends. Like, he knew I was like with a couple of friends talking, but he didn't realize the room was literally full of friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that, those are like insults I get quite a lot. So they'll like try to insult me and then like twist it around like as a compliment. And like, so they kind of try and give you a complex and then like make you feel good about it. So like, oh, that thing's really bad about me, but this one guy likes it. So like, maybe I should sleep with him. And I'm like, it doesn't work. It does not work. By golly. Exactly. Some guy next Tori, and Tori responds with a roundhouse kick to the face.
His blood is still on that shoe.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so funny. That guy made such an impact on my life that 3 months later, I was in America and this guy called Carl kept hitting on me, and he was essentially doing the same thing, and he was acting exactly the same. So I started calling him Brad, and he was getting really mad at me. He was like, "Why'd you keep calling me Brad?" And obviously it makes no sense to him, but I just kept calling him Brad. And my friend who was with me knew what I was doing. And I was just like, well, if you're not going to be nice, like, I'm not going to be nice. Why are you still talking to me if I'm being that mean? God damn, Carl. God damn, Carl. Yeah, it was funny. What's the weirdest insult you've ever had?
The one I can think of now is one recently that happened like on Facebook on one of my pages, right? Essentially, I made a post about making fun of people who don't like socialism and things like, you know, free healthcare and stuff, right? And this American dude, of course, is like, oh yeah, socialism and communism is dumb. Why would you like
I've seen that, yeah.
Why would you like a government, that forces you to give you their money, give them your money so they can spend it on people that you don't know and blah blah blah, right? And he was typing for ages, replying to everything, and at the very end I said, so you don't like, the idea of socialism or communism, you're calling me an idiot and all this shit because you don't like the idea of the government taking your money away from you and distributing like that, right? Do you pay taxes?
What an
Yeah,
idiot.
the idea is just like completely fucking, his brain's so smooth it's lit off. He's like, because he does, and he's trying to sort of defend the government that he's got in America, which do make him pay taxes. Alright, so you're paying taxes.
And this
but
is
you're
doing
not
tax
getting any-
evasion, and this is how they find out he's doing tax
No, it's
evasion.
like, oh no, but America's great, and like, right, cool, you pay taxes to the government already, but you're not getting any of these things like free healthcare and whatnot, right? Or like, for veterans as well.
Yeah.
I said to him, right, cool, you don't want any of that shit, but you pay money to a veteran. You probably pay money to a veteran because obviously I checked on his profile. You fucking the American Army and shit. You probably pay money to a veterans charity because your government's not taking care of them. Because all the money you pay to taxes is not going to go to them at all. And the only reason why they don't is because if the government looked after the the veterans who need support afterwards, that would be socialism, and you'd be against that. And it's like, he's like, oh yeah, well, you're dumb, and my point's better, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
You wouldn't understand it anyway.
Yeah.
America's shit. I miss St. Nix's little comment. Would you say this year is quieter than the last year in terms of the different boat booths and stuff? I don't know. I've not been to Insomnia since I-30. This is my first one since I-30. So
I've been a few years ago. I will say one thing. They have moved it to the smaller halls. So it used to be at the bigger halls towards the back of the NEC, where you had to go through like a big tunnel to get through on the travelators. But they've moved it to a smaller hall now. So I'm guessing there's a lot less stuff here than it used to be.
I feel like I know there's a lot here, but I don't feel like there's a lot more to do.
I think one of the issues as well, EGX is in a couple of weeks, and I think a lot of the big game stuff like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, they chose to be at that event instead of this one.
Yeah,
this is
maybe
more like
because
PC gaming focused than it is, and I think all the console gaming stuff has been moved to EGX instead, which is in London.
So maybe depending on what, because Insomnia happens 3 times a year, so maybe it's dependent on what time of year, depending on what other events a year, like around to how busy it is. Why is it called Insomnia? It's in the afternoon.
Because the con's on all night.
The con goes on. So there's a LAN party. So there's a massive room over there full of like hundreds of people have bought their PCs, their setups and stuff.
They've got tents and stuff.
And they've got tents and stuff camped out in another hall if they want to sleep. But you go in there, you set up your PC, and you could come on the Thursday and you leave tomorrow morning. And you can and it's running the whole entire time. So you sleep when you want.
Yeah.
And so you might not sleep. I remember when I last came and I was in part of the LAN party, I camped out under my desk. I was on the chairs curled up sleeping. Good heavens, good heavens. But there was literally another hall where there's we walked past, there was tents all camped
very PC gaming because it's focusing more on games like Valorant and Apex Legends, like I mentioned as well. So it's more, I think as a convention as a whole, it's more focused on that type of game.
Yeah, most definitely. But the PC halls are pretty. If people bring some of their PCs as well. Hello. How you doing?
I have got to be off, so you guys have a lovely night. I'll catch you next Insomnia, all right?
No worries.
Catch you
Have a
next
safe journey
Insomnia.
home.
It was lovely. See you later.
Mwah.
Bye. And look at us having friends. We have friends. We're
Yeah.
cool.
That was one of Tori's friends, if you can believe it.
I made friends this
Yeah.
weekend. Right, what was I saying? Oh, about
Insomnia.
Insomnia LAN party. Oh yeah, so people like bring their PCs. Like there's people who like really customize their PC. Like one year last year I was here. Someone built a whole entire tower out of like copper and like with water cooling that was all built out of copper. So like people come, like they build PCs and they come to showcase them. They're like there's some like really cool looking PCs in there. I was wandering around in there the other day and like I see like some like cases I've never seen before. There was like one really it's really funny in there though. If you go in, it's pitch black.
It is, and everyone's got RGB lighting on the
Everyone's got you just see RGB
you
lighting
see, like, lit up,
everywhere.
like, fucking graphics cards glowing.
But it's like don't turn on the lights.
Yeah.
You'll scare the gamers. But like you go in, and honestly, it seems really cozy in there.
Yeah.
It's so cozy in there. I've wandered around there a couple of times. I got a PC build idea, so original themed build. Draw up the like all the plans, and then post them in the Discord, and we'll see what kind of if we could build the PC. Worst crisp flavor.
Cheese and onion.
You don't like cheese and onion? Oh my! There was wars in my house growing up when someone ate all the cheese and onions, and there was like hands being thrown. There was literally like.
So whenever we had a multi-pack in our home, cheese and onion was the last flavor to get.
No, cheese and onion was the first to go in my house.
Cheese
and
and
like
onion goes to our guests.
And like if they all completely like ran out, there would like be people who like would like literally someone would kick your door down like, did you eat the last of the cheese and onion?
No,
and like they
our
were
household
mad.
is a prawn cocktail household.
I would too. Prawn cocktail's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I like prawn cocktail as well.
See, Connor's with me. He gets it. What
But
about you? What's your least favorite?
My least favorite used to be salt and vinegar when I was growing up, but now I really like salt and vinegar. But like salt and vinegar, I can eat loads, and then my mouth starts to like really hurt.
Yeah.
But I miss skips. Skips.
Skips
I
are
feel like
great.
skips are great. Once I didn't I like salt and shake. They were just a gimmick.
Yeah.
Like you'd
Just put the salt on it.
they would make you put your own salt on it, but the salt would stick to like one,
Yeah.
and then the rest would
I
just.
like Worcestershire sauce flavor crisps as well, but they are very similar to prawn cocktail.
Do
that's
you remember the ketchup crisps?
I do.
I-
Those are actually quite good.
They were really good. They should have
Yeah.
kept them going. Like, what happened to them? I'm pretty sure they were popular enough to stay.
Yeah, I think they were only limited edition though. They're only for a certain amount of time.
Well, they need to bring them back.
Yeah.
They were sad. Yeah, the salt and shake. So those who don't know what salt and shake is, so Walker's brought out literally a crisp packet of like unflavored like chips essentially. And then like in the bag came like a little sachet of salt, and you would rip it open and you would pour in the salt and you would shake it, and like that was like the whole like you salt and shake it, but like the salt wouldn't spread. So like there would be like one chip.
You'd have with all salt on it.
With all the salt, and then
the
like the
rest
rest
would
it was
be
just like flavorless shit. Oh, kind of like the ketchup ones. They were my
Gary
favorite.
Lineker, is he the one I need to fight to get them back?
Yeah, we'll go fight him. So what? I got beef with that guy and Jamie Oliver now. Me and Jamie have like beef. He doesn't know me, but we got beef.
To be fair, Gary Lineker's alright. He fucking lost his job as a TV presenter, didn't he? Because he didn't want to stand up for bullshit. He didn't sell bullshit.
Oh,
so,
then maybe I don't have as much beef with him. But he did take. If he takes my snacks, that's when I get mad with people.
Yeah.
That's when I get absolutely livid. There's a question actually for you.
Oh, really?
They want you to dab.
What?
They want you to dab.
Subscribe right now.
If you subscribe,
right now. Both of us will do it.
Obi will dab for you. There you go. Dabbing for money.
Yeah.
Where did you find this couch? The couch found us.
Let me find out. Excuse me.
Are you actually asking
No,
where
I'm
they
gonna
got it
ask.
from?
I'm gonna ask.
You're gonna ask them. Don't ask them. Obi's embarrassing me, guys.
Should I get up and ask?
No,
I
don't you
will.
dare. Don't you dare. Oh my god, he's gonna do it. Guys,
Excuse me.
I'm tripping Obi.
Probably from IKEA. I'm determined to answer the questions, okay?
You're answering the questions that people ask.
Hang on, is there a label on here? Nah.
There's not one over here, but I would
No.
say I think it's very IKEA.
Yeah. It
I would
looks
say
like
it's
it would be.
IKEA as well. All right, humid hot or dry hot weather?
Humid hot is gross. You
I
can't- you can't
dry,
sleep.
because like humid hot, you're sticky.
Yeah. Whereas
You're
dry hot, you can have a
moist.
cold shower before bed and it's fine.
Yeah, dry shower, like dry weather, and then you put a fan on.
Yeah.
But like the humid, you're just like slimy.
Yeah. And
It's
it's sweaty and
disgusting.
gross.
Right. Next one. Favorite Pokemon.
Okay, I know what mine is. What's yours?
I actually don't have one.
You don't have one?
I don't have one.
I like Umbreon.
I think I'm too indecisive
I like Umbreon because I like black cats. So.
because there's a lot of Pokemon I like,
Mhm.
but I really like but I can't choose a favorite.
Can you pick a top 3?
Dragonite.
Yeah.
I like Love Disc. Everyone hates Love Disc.
Love Disc, okay.
I like Love Disc. And Magikarp.
Magikarp, okay. Good choices.
But yeah.
You'd pick Ditto.
You decided people usually pick Ditto and then you can have all of them.
Yeah.
I think Ditto's lame because Ditto goes through all of them. Hot take. Like, Ditto's lame.
Yeah.
Do you know the day I knew I was a nerd, right?
Yeah.
I remember I was 10 years old in school and a girl turned around to me and said, Ditto.
Yeah.
And I literally looked at her and I was like, why are you saying a Pokemon? And then she was like, oh my God, I wasn't saying a Pokemon. I was saying like when you say
Yeah.
Ditto as insane.
Yeah.
But my brain went straight to Pokemon. And I was like, that was the day I knew.
Mudkip
I
is a
knew it
good
was
one. In fact, you know, all the Gen 3 starters are fucking 10 out of 10. One of the best generations.
Which one's Gen 3 again?
Torchic, Trico, Mudkip,
Emerald.
Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah,
Ruby,
okay,
Sapphire.
yeah. Emerald's like actually my favourite one.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember, but I always start with Torchic.
Mine is Gold and Silver, but Emerald is very good.
I
yeah.
have Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
I found them the other day, but they don't save, so I can't play
Oh.
them. I got to change the batteries on the
Yeah, because
inside.
the battery dies after a while, and that's what they used to say.
It's really
yeah.
sad. So I turned on Emerald the other day because
Yeah.
Emerald still saves.
Yeah.
And but it goes because it's been out for so long.
Yeah.
Anything that was like a certain event
Yeah.
that happened at a certain time, they no longer work.
Yeah.
So you can no longer do them. It's really depressing. I
Uh,
got my
hot-
Pokemon on my mind all the time.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver are my favorites, but Pokemon Emerald is a very close second.
Emerald's definitely my favorite. I borrowed Emerald from my friend like 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah.
I still have it. But every now and then I'm like, do you want it back? And she's like, nah. Like, I found another one of her games I borrowed, Sims 3.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I didn't borrow that. Another friend borrowed it, took it to
Yeah.
their boyfriend's house, left it there, broke up with him. And so then I had to go to his house and go get the game back. But yeah, so and then I found like she's got hyperdimensional and stuff like that games
Yeah.
as well. So I just have a collection of her games in my house. I used to have more, but she took some of them back. I was like, how dare she? Wasn't there a bunch of fake Emerald ones?
I think there was like a lot of fake Pokemon games going out at the time, like pirated cartridges being sold.
Well, I know Cruz loves
He loves his
Inclement
fucking-
Emerald.
Yeah.
He like loves that. He hasn't gone on about it for a while, so I don't know what's
remind him.
happened there.
Don't remind him.
Don't remind her. Lucky enough, he's not here with us today. What is the best of the worst songs of all time? The best of the worst
Best
songs.
worst song.
Oh.
So a bad song that you think is the, like the best. So one that you like.
Oh, one that I've been reminded of recently.
Yeah.
Remember the cartoons? Ooh ee ooh ah ah.
Yeah.
Ting tang walla walla bing bang.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ting, tang, woo, bang, bing.
Like that is an irritating song,
Mm.
but it comes on and you sing it with like all your heart. See, Russ is singing it right now.
I
'Cause
told
apparently
the
they're bringing
sucker
out a new
I
song.
love you.
They have a TikTok now and they're bringing out a new song. They're
Yeah.
coming back. I like that was the that was the baby shark of that generation.
It was, yeah.
That's how I think of it. Oh, I was at the wedding the other day and literally a 7-year-old girl
Yeah.
requested Finger Boys.
Whoa, no way.
Oh, yeah, I like boom 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 and I was like, you know what the Finger Boys are? Like, how did you listen? Who showed you that?
For me, the best worst song has to be the classic Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
It's one of those songs, whenever it comes on in the party, everyone always goes, oh, and then starts singing along to it anyway.
They can't get over the fact that it's still a good song.
It is a good song. It's a really good song.
Everyone knows the words to it.
Exactly. No one knows when you learn those words to it, you just knew
Yeah.
the words to it. Right, go back in time, fix all your mistakes, or $1 right now into your bank account. $1
dollars,
I
easy.
made the mistakes. They've happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I could change them anyway.
Nothing I can change the past would get me $1 bajillion now. So
Exactly. So just give me $1 right now. Who asked this? Do you have $1 to give me? Give me my $1.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Elon to come propose to me, but he's not doing it. So.
Have you heard about his new kid?
Yeah, his new secret child.
Yeah, his
Every
new child
time
is
they
Grimes,
like.
and why does Grimes keep letting him name them?
Well,
Why?
he keeps no. Why do they keep having a secret child?
Technomechanicus.
His second child was a secret.
Yeah.
And the only reason they found out about it was someone went round to interview Grimes, and, and they heard a baby crying upstairs, and Grimes was like, "I have a confession. We had another baby." And then like this one's come out again, and they're like, "Yeah, we had another one."
Technomechanicus is his name.
I'm like, how do they keep secretly having babies? Just Grimes just never go outside. Like, where are they hiding them? How are they reproducing them?
Grimes can do so much better than Elon Musk, let's be honest.
Why is she staying?
Yeah.
Because she has her own money.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need to stay. But with that amount of money, I can make more mistakes and get away with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can pay to clean up your mistakes. Fixing my mistakes would include making very wise financial decisions. Yeah, I suppose so, but I don't want to make wise financial
Yeah, but
decisions.
none of them will get you $1 bajillion.
Because you won't have fun. Because I reckon, like, if I go back and, like, I was like, I'll save all this money, I would be spending my money on having fun. Does that make sense? It's Omega with the 16 months. Happy 16th month, Omega. I feel like we've only just done our 12th months. Like, I feel like last month was our 12 months, but we're already at 15. Is that the dab sub? Oh, that's a dab sub. Let's go. Let's see. You got your dab sub now. What's your favorite anime?
Favorite anime? Code
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Geass, I'm gonna say.
Is it not Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, it's not. I'm gonna say Code Geass.
Obviously, mine's One Piece. I don't know why people even ask.
Right, what's your second favorite?
My second favorite? Oh, my second favorite. Oh. I've watched a lot back in the day.
This is where the real shit happens.
This is the real question. My second favorite anime. I'm trying to like go back into the list of ones I've watched. I've watched a lot.
Naruto's good, but I wouldn't put it in my favorites.
Naruto's in my favorites, but it's one of one. It was the one that made me find anime on the internet.
Yeah.
So I used to watch a lot of anime on TV. Then when I got the internet, I like.
For me, it was Death Note.
Yeah, Death Note's really good. Death Note is up there. I don't think there was a lot of little ones I absolutely loved back in the day. You know, like 12 episode ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Wolf's Rain. Wolf's Rain was absolutely fucking beautiful. But also you got Full Metal Alchemist as well.
That would be my second favorite.
That's really good. Because it's really difficult because like you don't want to pick like the top main ones, but they're up there for a reason.
My top five, practically my top five would be Code Geass, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, Your Lie in April, and probably Attack on Titan.
Obi made me watch a really sad film once, right?
I did.
It was
Silent Voice.
I still think about it to this day. It's the worst.
I didn't tell her it was sad either.
It was you didn't tell me it was sad. He was just like it's really good, and I watched it and I was like,
I mean, it was really good. I wasn't wrong about
it's
that.
really good, but it was traumatic.
Yeah.
Yasha's one of your favorites.
The thing is, I like my dark, depressing, sad shit though, don't I?
You do. I don't. I like happiness. Okay. I like to pretend there's a world out there that's full of happiness.
Yeah. And here I am reminding that the world is a horrible, horrible place.
So the film was a Silent Voice. We're not going to tell you about it.
It's a great anime.
It's a really good film, but it's
on Netflix. Go watch it.
It's very emotional. It's a very emotional film.
There's one called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. You should watch that next.
I've heard that one's like very emotional.
No, it's not. Who told you that?
Because like I think it's the name that throws people off, and then they watch it. So now I'm like, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know.
Trigun is very good.
I don't know if I mentally have the capacity to like deal with it. Trigun and Inuyasha was my first anime, so it has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I never watched Trigun. Your Name upsets me a lot.
Good.
Why are people making these sad things? Like honestly, I don't need to be sad.
Yeah.
I want to be happy and thank you very much. I'd appreciate it.
I also like The Weathering with You. That's also a very good one. I think I might even prefer that to Your Name, I think, but some people obviously prefer Your Name.
There's just so many good ones. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of little ones. Did you ever watch School Days back in the day?
I did, yeah.
School Days was like, at the age I watched it, I should
Yeah,
not
you
be
should not
watching
have
it.
watched that at
Yeah,
age.
I remember someone told me to watch it, and I
Yeah.
remember thinking it's the most boring thing of
It
my
is.
life until you get the last episode and a
Yeah.
half, and then you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And I remember going around my friend's house. I was like, Mum, I need a lift. Dropped off at my friend's house, and then I made her watch it, and I watched her watch it, and she was like really bored, and I'm like, you just gotta keep watching it, and she was like, fine, and she got to the end, and she looked at me and was like, what the fuck did you just make me watch?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was like
Yeah.
it was I like
And that's why Tori beheads the boys that she likes.
that's why I behead the boys that I like
Yeah.
and I take them on holiday. Have you seen Breaking
Yes,
Bad?
I think
Yes.
I think it's technically a perfect TV show. There's no bad episode of Breaking Bad.
Apart from the one where he's chasing the fly.
That's a good episode. People don't like it because that's the whole point. You're not supposed to like it.
I
You're
get it.
supposed to be frustrated 'cause it's about him being frustrated, about being a perfectionist. That's why you get frustrated in that episode.
I'm just like I don't like things when like nothing's happening a lot.
Yeah.
Like I will wander away.
Mhm.
Like basically.
No, the
Just
whole
so you
point of
know
that
too
episode
that the
was
music
breaking
is starting
point
to
for
get
him.
picked up on the stream. Not sure if it will cause the FOD to get muted.
No, it's
um,
fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Oh
fine.
my god, there you are. Hang on, I'm gonna go hug someone real
Oh.
quick.
Obi's going off and making friends, so it's just me and you guys now. We can just talk shit about Obi and he'll never know. Look. So there we go. He sped off then. He like ran off screaming. This is what he does. He just abandons me within seconds. He just doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's just like he gets a new friend. He's like, goodbye guys. Goodbye forever. Hang on. So, right, we got we got waves at Tori. Hello, Omega. How are you? How is everyone? If I haven't asked you how you are today, how are you doing? That is the question I'm going to ask you. Now, as I was asking best chip flavor, I would say prawn cocktail is the best chip flavor. But Obi's off and he's not here to answer anymore. So, what is your guys' favorite chip flavors? I'm hot again. Russ is just like, I'm dying from the heat. Is it hot outside? Like, what temperature is it outside? It is 25 degrees and apparently it's sunny again. I'm good. I'm off today, so I got to sleep in. I'm actually really jealous of you. I'm seeing other people we know. Well, it's like a group of people, and I think they're all going home. So I'm not going to get to see them before I go, because I think they're like going now while we're streaming. But after this, I'm going to like drive home. I'm like exhausted. I'm ready like to go to bed. I'm ready just to relax. The guys, as you can tell, there's going to be no stream tonight because I'm just too tired. Sour cream and cheddar ruffles or hot Cheetos. Ooh, hot Cheetos is good. Either pickled onion Walkers. Oh, what about Monster Munch? Monster Munch is fucking good. Or barbecue Doritos. I love the hot Monster Munch. Monster Munch is another one that makes my mouth hurt. Like, I absolutely love Monster Munch, but it absolutely makes my mouth hurt. But then, like, also, like, Pringles. I will, like, eat Pringles, like, a stack at a time. And that also makes my mouth hurt. And you'd think I'd learn by now as an adult. But I haven't learned at all. I haven't learned at all. Should we see, like, what the next question is? Oh, Obi, come back. I've already gone to the next question
one of my
without
friends
you.
from Scotland is down here, and I've not seen her, so...
So, best chip flavour.
As in Chris, I'm guessing, is what
Yeah.
you mean.
I said
Yeah.
prawn cocktail, but also pickled onion and Monster
Thing
Munch.
is, right, I really like prawn cocktail, but I don't think prawn cocktail is good for I wouldn't want it all the time.
What about prawn cocktail skips? Because it's really weird, because prawn cocktail
Yeah.
Walkers taste different than prawn cocktail
They
skips.
do. I think, do you know what, I'm going to say best flavour. I'm going to say very salty purely because that's one that's like in the middle of the road, and there's never a time where you wouldn't want it. Whereas with like things like prawn cocktail, because it's a strong flavour, like there are times where, do you know what, I don't want something that's
I
like...
genuinely like ready salted sometimes.
Yeah.
I know it's like really basic, but sometimes I just want ready
It's
salted.
the one that like you can have like at any point, like, and not feel like oh, this...
I feel
Because
like
with salt and vinegar, you can only have it at certain
you
times.
know when you get like the
Yeah.
Tesco meal deal, and
Yeah.
you get them for like, and then so you got the sandwich.
Yeah.
I feel like they're really good with the sandwich.
Yeah, it's because they're basically neutral, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very neutral.
Yeah.
Discos did that to me. Discos hurt your mouth. Yeah, like I eat so many crisps sometimes. Like when you eat salt and vinegar,
Yeah.
like Pringles, and you eat so many, your mouth starts to hurt,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you have to like stop. The place I find the chips is kind of hit or miss if they have Monster Munch, but more reliably have normal Walkers.
If I had to pick a favorite flavor, I might think like chili heat wave Doritos or something. So I like my spicy flavors.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're that spicy.
They're not.
They're really not that spicy,
yeah.
but they got a nice little flavor to them. Barbecue chips or ketchup chips?
I like barbecue.
Barbecue's pretty good.
Yeah.
Barbecue is one of my
But I
go-to
think it's one
ones.
I have on occasion. I wouldn't want it all the time.
You wouldn't want it all the time.
Uh,
Yeah.
whereas ketchup, I wouldn't mind all the time. Because it's basic. It's very like, you know.
What's-its though, actually. No, What's-its are my favorite chips. Now that I
Okay.
remember, What's-its are like, if I buy a family pack of What's-its, I will demolish them in one sitting. They're gone. I just start eating them. My fingers start turning orange because I've eaten so many of them. Like, I can't buy them because I won't stop.
Yeah.
I remember when
She
they...
would eat her own fingers.
Do you remember when they brought out the mini What's-its?
Yeah.
I used to like open the whole entire family pack, pull it into a bowl and just eat them. I had to stop. I couldn't keep it up.
She had to go to rehab for that.
Honestly, it was really bad. Where is Sir Reginald?
He's-
Out in the car park, waiting
Yeah.
for a fight. That's where he is.
Yeah, like, don't keep him waiting.
Yeah, I miss him. I was meant to make a cat cam,
Yeah.
so I can like watch him in the house when I'm out.
I got a baby monitor that I use for Zeke. Well, I used to have it for the kittens because obviously
Yeah.
they were all in like a
The Thunderdome.
the Thunderdome. Yeah, I could watch them all. But now that they get around the house, like we don't have it set up anymore. But I do kind of want to set it up. Thing is, Zeke was like an ADHD cat, so he's never in one room, so I can't find one spot where he'd
Reg would be at the top of the stairs. That's
Yeah.
where I would always find him.
So you can just put that thingy down, and you can talk through it with him as well.
I need to get me one of them for Reg.
Yeah, baby ones are really cheap. They're cheaper than getting a webcam.
Yeah, just get one for baby camera for
Yeah.
streaming. Reg drove
Yeah.
so I could drink, so I would be drinking driving.
Yeah.
How-
How's Zuko doing? Zuko is called. I don't know how he does this right. So my mom always tells him off whenever he drops fur on her thing, like he'll do things where he'll sit in the washing basket when her clothes are in it and get hair all over her clothes after she's washed them, and she'd tell him off. And I don't know how he knows this, but he knows which plants in the house belong to her and which belong to me. So she'll tell him off. He'll get up, leave. 10 seconds later, you'll hear something smash. He'll knock over one of her plants.
See,
He's smarter than you think he is.
Reg isn't like a cat.
Yeah.
So like Reg is like to me he reminds me of like a little old man because he'll just follow me around, but he doesn't do any cat things. He does like any when people are like, oh yeah, my cat does like this and does this,
Yeah.
but my cat doesn't do that. He like just hangs out with you. If you have people round, he will
Yeah.
sit in the circle of like people talking, like he's
Yeah.
part of the conversation. Like he is.
Does he nod along?
Yeah, he nods along. I remember when I had my New Year's party, because
Yeah.
he's going deaf, like the music doesn't bother him anymore. Like when he used to get loud, he would leave. But now because he can't hear, it
Yeah.
doesn't bother him. And he like literally like will sit, like everyone's having a discussion and he's like sat there and whoever talks, he will look at. Like he's part of the conversation. And I
He's
absolutely
very attentive, okay?
he's very he's just a little old man. He's a happy old man.
Yeah.
I'm going to
He's
be
very
driving
pleasant
to the laundromat in a few. So, oh yeah, because Sunday's laundry day. And he does his laundry every Sunday.
Okay.
I know this because he tells me every single time. Right,
Well, it's
next
good that he keeps you
question.
updated. All right,
Next
hit me with
question,
it.
right? Ready?
Yeah.
Is the One Piece real?
Sorry?
Is the One Piece real?
Is the One Piece real? It is.
Right, I have a theory. I have a
Oh.
fan theory, and it's going to ruin
I reckon it
everyone's
is, but
day.
you're not going to like what it is when you find it.
Right, so apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
It is a thing because Oda said like it'd be really shit to go on this adventure and not have a
Yeah.
thing at the end and not have a big party with everyone. So apparently it is a thing because he thinks it'd be shit not to like it to be like
Yeah.
it's the friends you made along the way. But my theory is right. So Gold Roger didn't say the One Piece. He
Yeah.
said world peace.
Yeah.
He's like my treasure, and you can get it. Is world peace.
Yeah.
And then everyone misheard him, and now they think it's treasure, and it's completely done the opposite of world peace.
Yeah.
So he's caused like the greatest pirate error of all
You
time.
reckon?
But like it was
You
meant
reckon
to
it was
be-
all a typo?
It was world peace. Everyone, because they couldn't hear him. It was probably windy up there on the platform. So they were like, "What did you just say?" And he's like, "World peace." And then they killed him. And they're like, "Oh, he left everything in one piece. All right, let's go kill it."
Do you know what I reckon it will be?
It's not the hat. Don't you
No,
dare say
no.
the hat.
I reckon it's a devil fruit that gets rid of your devil fruit power so you can swim again.
Oh, ooh,
That
maybe.
would be a good twist at the end, so Luffy gives
Well,
up his rubber
so
powers. So
someone
he can
has a theory. So you
Yeah.
know the Will of D.
yeah,
So someone was like, they reckon it stands for double.
yeah.
And anyone with the Will of D can have 2 fruits, but because
Yeah.
you're not meant to have more than 1 fruit because you know you
Yeah.
die, no one's actually risked it. But those people can have more than 1 fruit.
yeah.
And I was like, that's a really good theory. I quite like that theory. Because there's some wild theories out there, and I'm like, all right, you've gone a bit too far now.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's a pretty good theory. Primordial, the camera quality looks so clean. We're on 4K cameras, that's why. 4K cameras. Damn, 4-day was 2 days ago, and I didn't know. What day? Like the hottest chill. Wait, what are you on about the hottest chill? It will be the power of friendship with your crew along the way. The Oda specifically said it is not that.
Do you know how at the end of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right, the answer was like Edward giving up his alchemy?
Yeah.
I reckon the One Piece will be something similar to that.
Maybe.
Luffy having to give up his abilities.
I know Oda wants everyone to have a party at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not finishing it without having a party. So I know there's going to be a party at the end. 4-day is on 8-8. I'm still confused. I'm sorry, Sanix. I'm not educated.
So 4 is a porn fetish category where it's about eating other people, and 8-8 is I ate.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You keep your filth out of here. What was I going to say about One Piece? I can't remember.
The One Piece, is it real?
The One Piece. I reckon it's a thing. I reckon it is just going to be treasure.
Yeah.
I reckon it just is going to be treasure. It's not going to be anything special. He's like, well, why would you think it's anything else? It's gold is treasure. They said that from the
One
beginning.
thing that could be funny, it's a treasure that's too heavy to take away. Like, too much of it. So
No.
you can't take it. So it is legitimately a treasure, but
He's
there's
left it in one
much
place because it's too much.
You can't take it away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it on his ship, the ship will sink.
Because
So it's a treasure you can never move away from there.
I genuinely think it's treasure. I feel like
Yeah.
they've been telling you all along because he's literally my treasures
No, I
in
think
one
it's going to
piece.
be it's a trick. As in, yeah, the treasure's there. You can't take it away.
They
But
like,
it might
found-
be a literal, like a mountain made of gold. You can't
yeah,
take
like
the
a
mountain.
castle or like a whole island made of gold.
Yeah,
and
that
you-
would
they-
be it. That is
yeah.
the One Piece. But you can't take it because it's an island.
So he just had to leave it
So
there.
he knows it's when someone finally gets it, they realize they can't have any of it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then Luffy's gonna have a party there.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
reckon it would be something like that. Because obviously he's laughing about it when he died, right?
exactly.
So I
you
think
know.
for him it's one big joke. It's a treasure no one's ever going to take.
Exactly. I like it. I like
Yeah.
that theory. Have you ever been fired from a job?
Have I? No. Oh, no.
I've never been fired from a job. I've tried to get fired, but when you try to get fired, you start finding out that you can get away with a lot more than you think
Yeah.
at jobs. Because they try and make out that they can fire you straight away,
Yeah.
but in the UK, you can't be fired on the spot.
Yeah.
They-
That's the thing, and then you can just quit before they do.
yeah. So in the UK,
I've never actually
you
been fired.
you have to go through warnings, and then once you have you have a verbal warning, then you have a written warning, then you have a disciplinary, then you have another disciplinary, and then they can get rid of you unless you do something really bad.
Yeah.
So you could just fuck about loads, and then until they have to fire you.
I've worked at companies that went to liquidation and obviously went bankrupt and stuff. I just left them before they did.
I actually, at my old job, I found out about a guy who was actually harassing other female workers,
Yeah.
and it went into investigation. And because the investigation took so long, he just quit before the investigation
Yeah.
went through. So even when he went for a next job, it wouldn't be on any record or anything anywhere
Yeah.
because they couldn't do anything about it. Also, so you find it. Surely if you bring it back, everyone will be after you. But you'll be king of the pirates. And if you're king of the pirates, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I hope it's either something that's a letdown or what Obi said. I want it just to be a treasure. I think I would just genuinely be happy with the treasure because they've been saying that the whole time. Quite frankly. I feel like you're looking at you like, have I ever been fired from a job? I don't know. Ooh, which song would you erase from existence?
From existence. Okay, that's a very interesting question. What would you pick?
I don't know. Oh, it says songs that I don't like.
There is no song I particularly hate, but I reckon there'll be. No, I got a funny answer for this. I'll let you answer first.
I don't have an answer. You
I'll
go.
let you think of it. Go on. Think of a good one.
Think of a good one to erase from existence.
I've got a very good one.
A song to erase from existence. It'd probably just be from bands who have committed crimes. You know,
From Lost Prophets.
yeah, the unspeakable crimes. It would probably be those ones. Tori's starting stream music.
Do you know what I'd get rid of?
Russ, you bastard! Did you hear what Russ
I
said?
did. I'm not going to disagree with him. He can say that.
I can't hit Russ, but I can hit you.
Do you know what song I'd get rid of?
What?
The American National Anthem. Imagine if I erase that one from existence.
Oh my god.
The ribbon in history that would have.
So recently, there's a song I sing on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and I don't sing it in public. Okay, so you know Royal Britannia?
Yeah.
That song?
Yeah.
So someone was singing it to me as a joke the other day, and I was
Yeah.
like, that can't be the lyrics. And they're
Yeah.
like, that's what I was taught in school. And it turns out they were taught a safer version.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to Google the lyrics. And like, literally the lyrics are just like, we will not be slaves. And I was like, you'll just look at the lyrics of the song. And now I sing it like, when I'm pretending to be really British, I just break out in that song. Can we keep the Jimi Hendrix guitar version?
No,
of the
I'm
American
erasing every
Anthem?
version of the American Anthem. It's like-
Every version is
yeah.
gone for
I snapped
anything.
it. It's gone.
Anything by Blood on the Dance Floor. I never listened to them. I knew a lot of people who did, but I never listened to them. They weren't my kind of music. Right. Last 3 questions. Would you use Discord if it was only usable on the Wii U? No, I never even owned a Wii U. Did you own a Wii U?
I did.
Oh,
Not for very long.
Then Obi would
I
use
traded it in for a Switch as soon as the Switch came out.
I didn't like the look of the Wii U. It never appealed to me at all.
No, I traded in for a PS4 when the PS4 came out.
You know that one.
Yeah, I do. It's great.
It's just lost.
Yeah.
Just lost. Just lost. All right, last one is, may I ask you another question?
No, that's the
because
last
that was
question.
the last question. Because I think, we've been live for like 2 hours now?
Yeah, I think that's
Literally
the
the
end of
2 hour mark. So I think we're done now, aren't
Yeah,
we?
we are.
We are done. Because
Who do we wanna
I
raid?
think there's people waiting. People
Yeah.
want us gone.
Yeah, let's see
So-
who we can raid out to.
Are we raiding out?
We can do. You can raid from your phone, can't you? /raid.
Can I?
Yeah. In your stream chat.
I mean, apparently. Oh my god, apparently there's been loads of stuff happening on my Twitch channels.
Okay. Mimi Mediocre is online. If you know her.
I don't know her.
Okay.
Well, let me see who I have online. Do I have anyone
who do you
online?
have on yours?
So, ooh. Oh, I got Nick the Tech Dude online.
Okay, go for it. Raid out to him.
So we can read out to him. Hang on, give me a second. Right, let's read out to Nick the Tech Dude.
You can do it from your phone, just in /chat.
I need my chat, right. Bye everyone, you know I've appreciated you.
I don't.
Obi doesn't, Obi's a dickhead. I need a Wii, I really need a Wii now. I don't know if I'm right spelling his name right actually. I think that's right. Right, have I started this raid? I feel like I started the raid, but it's not telling me if I
No,
started
it
the
should
raid.
say.
I did a command. Should I just end it? Should I just end? I just end
We'll
it.
type it out on there and just do it from there.
Oh my god, Obi's like determined
I'm
to
making
make me
her
raid.
do it.
Ah!
If you want to
trapped.
end it, you can just end it. Just hit stop stream.
We're just gonna. Oh, where's. Oh my god, now I'm really shiny. Right, I'm just ending. Do you like my outfit, guys?
Yeah.
Look how cute I look. I am wearing shorts. They're like up, but I'm wearing them. Right. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Hang on, I can like
There you go.
do this a second, but as I right.
There you go.
Different
there you
angle.
are.
And you can see Obi up
That's
here. Oh my god, I'm so orange right now. But I appreciate you all. Thank you, Lime. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for hanging out with us with our stream at the 2K place. 2K.
Yeah.
Oh, 2K. 2K.
There it is.
There you go. If you're fun, but we're leaving. We're getting out. Yeah, there is a koala walking around. There's also a giant pigeon walking around. That giant pigeon's been like harassing people there. So I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna end the stream now. Bye.